Just going through the tests here, just where this thing begins. But this is going to be a heck of a final show here, and I'll talk about it. Just 1 second before I start things up. Alright, let's test my audio. Let's see, is my audio decent right now? Yes, it is. Good, alright, perfect. Anyway, everyone, welcome to what's going to be our final show of 2K24. This is called Final Road for a reason, because this is the final road of 2K24. We got 13 matches for tonight's final show of 2K24, and what a barn burner it's going to be tonight. The main event, Fatal 4-Way Elimination, aka 4-Way Dance, as it will be Baron von Farkas defending his World Championship title against Bryce Sanders, Drew Maloney, and the current international champion Corey Triton. That will be your main event. Your semi-main event will be Joe Kenny versus Stan Hansen as your semi-main event, and loads of other great matchups. But to kick off the show tonight here, it will be a heck of a doozy of a tornado tag team matchup as Michael Blaze, Mr. 2K, and Seth Rollins face Junkyard Dog, Jumbo Tsuruta, and the Macho Man. Here's Brandon Styles. Brandon, of course, will be on this card. Not only that, but a good amount of his creations will be on this card tonight. And also, we're going to see the return of Zach York. He will be returning tonight. So on the early belly-to-belly by Junkyard Dog on a Michael Blaze. It'd be funny if, not really funny. It wouldn't be funny if Savage, Tsuruta, and JYD win, but the way they win is going to be funny. Because once they pin Blaze, and then Blaze tries to fit it on everyone else. Yeah, that's alright there, Brandon. I figure you will. I mean, I'm still going to not be... Even though this is the final show of 2K24, I'm not going to directly start 25. I'm still going to make people and download people on 25. But I do have something to keep you guys hold before 25 starts, and you guys will see that tomorrow. As Rollins is thrown over the top rope by the Macho Man, Randy Savage, and a punch by Junkyard Dog. Junkyard Dog, Jumbo Tsuruta, and Michael Blaze, they'll be part of a 4-way match on the next MSW show on Sunday, as it'll be Michael Blaze trying to get back his career as he faces Jumbo Tsuruta, Junkyard Dog, and Stan Hansen in a 4-way dance. Yeah, I figure you would be there, Brandon. Already they led this nice teamwork by the Macho Man and JYD, as Rollins is too focused on Jumbo Tsuruta here on the outside of the ring. Blaze cowardly going to the ropes. He knows that if he goes to the ropes, he does not get pinned. Well, he can't get pinned if he's on the ropes, but he's going to get his ass kicked. And a back rake by Junkyard Dog. I think Blaze is drunk or something. He's stunned there for a minute, and Macho Man goes for the pin. Macho Man to pin Mr. 2K. Not enough to get the win there for him and JYD and Jumbo Tsuruta. Right now, though, Savage and Junkyard Dog all over Mr. 2K and Michael Blaze. Nice knee to the back, though, by Savage. Savage to pin Michael Blaze. Is Blaze going to be pinned by Randy Savage? No, a kick out there for Michael. Blaze is already in trouble, going for the thump power slam, but it's blocked by Michael Blaze. Blaze blocks the thump, but I don't think Blaze is blocking this. A little airplane spin by Junkyard Dog. Jumbo Tsuruta with a double arnold suplex and an airplane spin by JYD. Alright, this is going to have to upload when he gets home from work tomorrow. And a pile driver on Seth. A pile driver to Seth Rollins by Junkyard Dog. And Blaze is back in the ring. And Tsuruta with a diving kick off the top rope. Nice jawbreaker in the ring by Macho Man. Not looking too good for Michael Blaze. Cover. Seth's going to have to get back in the ring. And that's 3. Macho Man. Randy Savage pins Michael Blaze. So the team of the Macho Man Jumbo Saruta and Junkyard Dog defeat the team of Michael Blaze, Mr. 2K, and Seth Rollins. Blaze gets pinned, not a surprise there. The funny thing is, in that matchup, Mr. 2K wasn't even the worst wrestler on his team. It was Michael Blaze. Blaze didn't even get one. He didn't get one single offensive move in on any of his opponents, while Mr. 2K and Seth Rollins did all the offensive work. Yet Blaze takes the pin. Yeah, exactly. Seth just stood there and watched Blaze get pinned. Maybe because Seth Rollins had enough of Michael Blaze not wanting to pull his weight. Blaze says the match was rigged. No. That's what I think. I think Seth Rollins was fed up with Michael Blaze not pulling his weight in that tag team match. So Seth said, you know what, Blaze? You try kick out of that. And Blaze did not. So Blaze costing his team the match, as usual. But here's going to be your first match, a big match of the night. This is the return of Zach York. He is finally back from his injury, as he will try to get back the title that he lost. And that's the International Championship, but he has to defeat Corey Crichton and not Shinsuke Nakamura for the title. This is the first of two matches that Corey Crichton has tonight. Crichton will be in the main event later on. Zach will only have this match tonight. Zach York was the champion about, a month ago, or about 3 to 4 weeks ago. And then Zach York would lose the title to Shinsuke Nakamura. And then in the rematch, Nakamura would injure Zach York by attacking his ribs and then dropping an elbow off the top rope right to the throat of Zach York. But York is now healthy and back in the ring. Hi, Cat. What are you doing? You have an itch? All right, let me itch it for you. There you go. Right now, though, Crichton in control early on of Zach York. You gotta believe York's probably gonna be a little rusty to start the match. Blaze is still crying backstage about the loss, even though he's the reason why they lost. Shows how terrible of a tag team wrestler Michael Blaze is. Back elbow in the corner by the champion Corey Crichton. And Crichton's going to launch York right out of the corner with an alley-oop. And the champion going to work early on. Crichton top rope. Can you imagine tonight if Corey Crichton not only keeps his international championship, but if Corey Crichton also becomes the world champion? That would be insane for Corey Crichton. Not only would he, of course, be a double champion, but he would be a 3-time world champion if he pulls off both the win here tonight and the victory in the main event. Blaze is asking, why didn't you help me, Seth? And Seth Rollins says to Blaze, he says, Blaze, you were not pulling your weight in the match, so I'm not going to help you if you're not going to actually try in the match. Crichton hits the moonsault. Crichton for the win to retain his title. Corey Crichton knows York kicks out at 2. Crichton trying to put away York early on here. No, blocked by Zach. So Seth Rollins telling Michael Blaze the reason why he did not break up that pin was because he said Blaze should have kicked out of that pin. And that Blaze was not pulling his weight in the match. And I don't blame Seth Rollins for saying something like that. Because, like I said in the matchup after the match, Blaze did not hit a single offensive maneuver in the match. It was all Mr. 2K and Seth Rollins that were doing the offensive maneuvers. Blaze didn't hit a single move. And it's his fault of why they lost, because he got pinned. And York with the kick out for Crichton. Early on here, York now, at least you can see York is getting better as this match goes on because, oh, never mind. Crichton hits the kick. That's how he won the title. Crichton in the cover. And Corey Crichton retains the International Championship against Zach York in York's return. So there's already part 1 of Crichton's journey through greatness. All Corey has to now is he wins the main event. He could be a double champion here. Crichton beats York in his return. You gotta believe, though, Zach was a little rusty going into the matchup. Blaze says, then why did you agree to tag with us? And Seth says, it's not my problem with why I tagged with you guys. Yeah, Zach was a bit rusty, but again, this was Zach's return match, and having a return match against Corey Crichton is just asking for trouble. Well, this will be your second title match of the evening, your third match of 13. This is the first four-way dance of the evening. Of course, the main event will be a four-way dance. So the rules of this match here is as follows. Last man standing wins. You can eliminate someone by pinfall or submission. There are falls count anywhere on. This is for the openweight title currently held by Katsuyori Shibata. You have Draven Kaius, Mason Takayama, and the Iron Taylor trying to battle for the openweight title. I'll tell you one match that I definitely will have the eyes on, and that matchup is for the hybrid title, as Bruiser Brody defends the hybrid weight championship later on in the evening against Jamie York. It should be a very interesting matchup between York and Brody. Especially that Zach lost his return match. You gotta believe that might try to fuel Jamie York into winning the hybrid title from Bruiser Brody, even though Bruiser Brody is always going to be a tough cookie to beat no matter who's going to face him. Drink some water. I'm going through a couple of those and tonight so I can keep my voice. Another Caius going for the punt to Taylor. Taylor moves out of the way. Rep to Jamie York. It was nice knowing him. I don't know if we should be counting Jamie York out that early. I know he's facing Bruiser Brody, but that doesn't mean you need to count him out this early. I mean, again, yeah, this is Bruiser Brody. Bruiser Brody's been a good hybrid champion already. He's kept the title 3 separate times. Even though the third time was by disqualification thanks to Art Barr interfering in the matchup between Bruiser Brody and Ray Little. Which, not Bruiser Brody. Art Barr and Ray Little will have a match later tonight in a Cage and No Escape, and there will be some stipulations in that match, by the way. And I'll go about the stipulations of the matchup when we get to the Cage and No Escape between those two men. It'll be definitely a very personal matchup between Art Barr and Ray Little. Now, culminate their little feud they've been having. Take down by Shibata, covered by Takayama, and to kick out for Caius. There's a few big stars, though, they're not on the card tonight. But there's, of course, a lot of stars who are on security watch, and we have a lot of wrestlers who are security tonight, and that is mainly due to an 8-man tag match that is being called The War to Settle the Score. And that tag match will involve Team WWE's Triple H, The Rock, Triple H, The Rock. I forgot who the other guy for WWE is. Someone from WWE, and Logan Paul. It was supposed to be Shawn Michaels, but Shawn Michaels was taken out earlier before the show by someone, so Triple H replaced him with Logan Paul. And they'll be facing the Guardians team of Luthez, Antonio Inoki, Giant Baba, and El Santo. So that should be a very interesting 8-man tag team matchup, 8-man tag match for the War to Settle the Score. Karen just said the show should be shut down. No. Saying that his son injured himself while trying to imitate my top star. Imitate the top star. That's Baron von Farkas, and Baron von Farkas is not a high-flying guy. There's the Tower of Hacker powerbomb by Draven, but referee's taking 5 hours to get to the cover here. Draven to take out the champion, and Shibata's gone. Which means we'll crown a new champion. Champions were 1 for 1 going into this matchup. Now they'll be 1 for 2 because the champion will not retain in this matchup. The champion's already out. Taken out by Draven Kaius, who earned this opportunity by winning an 8-man battle royal. Blaze says, I need bleach. Blaze, since Taylor's in here, Blaze lost his 6-man tag match in the first match of the evening, and it was Blaze's fault. I won't explain why, because I already explained it twice already, but I don't need to explain why Blaze lost the match for his team. Even though Seth Rollins, yes, he could have broken up the pin. It's not Rollins' fault. Blaze says that Blaze is again having a stroke. Good job, Blaze. Taylor, Kais, or Takayama, who's going to win the championship here? Cover Mason Takayama. Blaze says to go away. I'm not going away, Blaze, I'm the commentator. In the ring, Taylor and Draven Kais. Taylor went for the pile driver, blocked by Kais, the super kick, and one on the back of Taylor's head. Blaze says it was not my fault. Yes, it was. You did not even have a single offensive maneuver in the whole match. Not only that, but you got pinned to lose the match. So it is your fault. Blaze says that he's going to try to make his own company. Well, that's not happening. It's Michael Blaze we're talking about here. Oh, this is not good for Draven Kais here, and down he goes. What a slam for Mason Takayama. Mason Takayama to pin Draven, and Draven kicks out at 2. And wow, jumping clothesline from Takayama, as now he's got the sledgehammer. Taylor moves out of the way of the sledgehammer, now he's going for the iron driver. And the iron driver to Takayama, but Takayama smartly rolls out of the ring so he can't get pinned. Smart move by the rookie Mason Takayama. Blaze says he wasn't feeling well. Oh, okay. You weren't feeling well. Oh, poor Blaze. He's not feeling well. Oh, it's not like wrestlers have wrestled a match before with a fever. Blaze says he's calling it Blaze Rules Wrestling. Well, again, that's not going to happen because they won't even sell a single ticket to the show. Right now, though, Taylor saying it's over soon for Mason, the son of Yoshihiro Takayama, trying to win his first title here? It's either his first or second title. It's either he's became TV champion already or he hasn't become a champion yet. Right now on the floor, Draven's got that friggin' sledgehammer. I don't friggin' trust him with that sledgehammer. A ground and pound for the Iron Taylor here. Draven feeling fired up, but he is distracted. Taylor going for his Hurricane Rana, but he's blocked with an alley-oop for Kais. Taylor went for the well too many times. It might cost him the title here. And Taylor set up for the ride, a Tower Hacker Powerbomb. And the cover. And Taylor kicks out at 2. Somehow Taylor kicked out of the Tower Hacker Powerbomb. I thought that was game over for the Iron Taylor. But he somehow finds a way to power out at 2 as he just ate a knee trembler. A knee trembler, and is that going to end the reign of Taylor? No, we're not. Taylor finds a way to kick out again. Karen says that my show's teaching kids to be more violent. Oh yeah, sure, I'm the one that's showing kids to be violent, okay. I mean, it's not like there's things called Call of Duty, or the real world, or history itself, or wars. Over Taylor. Kais again at 2. And look out for the sledgehammer. Blaze's lazy commentator, or like lazy wrestler, aka Michael Blaze. Right forearm shot for Mason. Draven to be summoned for the inverted DDT. And the inverted DDT connects. The boot by Taylor does not connect on Takayama. Covered on Takayama. And kick out for Takayama. A fan says tonight, since someone get our Bar. Bar's getting ready for his match, so sadly he's not available right now. How about instead he gets someone else? Karen just said the stuff is not real. Okay, so Karen just said that war is not real. Yeah, okay, sure. Taylor keeps flipping off at Draven Kais. Taylor keeps flipping everyone off in this match. He's done it twice already. Oh, electric chair to the Iron Taylor. I guess that's what Taylor did for flipping them off. And a cover on Taylor. Will that take the Iron Taylor out of the match? Yes, it will. So it's down to Draven and Takayama. And oh, Draven! With the barbed wire baseball bat. Draven pulling back the curtain to the hardcore days of ECW. Well, the barbed wire bat playing to effect in this match. Karen says, why are you letting people flip off people? I'm not the one that's doing that. It's called the Iron Taylor. Get your stuff right, Karen. Oh, Draven's going to end the matchup already. There it is, Tower Hacker Powerbomb. He's hitting on every man in this matchup so far. The cover. to win the title. Draven Caius gets the win, and he is your new openweight champion. So that means we have crowned a new openweight champion. It's Draven Caius. Good win for Draven. Took out 2 people in this matchup. He took out the champion Katsuyori Shibata, and then he takes out Mason Takayama to end the matchup. Yeah, tough luck for Mason, but Mason's just a rookie. He's got his whole career ahead of him, but a good win for a former MSW World and TV champion in Draven Caius. Good win for him. Karen said, go to hell, whatever your name is. And Karen says, I want to talk to your manager. No, thank you. You're not talking to my manager. I don't have a manager. 5-man matchup here. KOPW title. Poor Plum. Look at the field of people that Plum has to go through if he wants to keep his title tonight. Plum will have to defend the KOPW title against Reverend Morbid, John Michael DeSanta, Malachi Abramoff, and Mr. Amazing. And here's the crazy thing. No matter who wins this match, no matter if it's Amazing, Plum, Morbid, John, or Malachi, they have to defend their title on, I think, the 2nd or 3rd episode of our 2K25 season in a 20-man battle royal. I mean, they'll be the last person out in that match. They'll be they'll be like the number 20 entrant, but that's crazy to believe. And the thing is, though, if they want to still keep the title, they have to last until the final 4 of the match. Then those final 4 competitors of the Battle Royal are then put into another match the following episode in a 4-way dance. And the winner of that is then the champion, of the first KOPW champion of 2K25, even though in 2K25 it will not be called the Kano Pro Wrestling Championship. It will instead be called the Triple Crown Champion, the MUW Triple Crown title. Excuse me. I hiccuped. Blaze is why he's amazing in this. Because he's amazing. He's a good talent. He gets wins, Blaze. He's better than you are. I mean, at least Mr. Amazing's hit an offensive maneuver in this match, unlike Michael Blaze did in the tag match to kick off the show. Blaze is apparently saying that he's suing. Blaze says that he's a cheater. He's not a cheater. Blaze says he's not amazing. It's in his namesake. What? So Blaze is a blazing ball of fire. Yeah, he's definitely a blazing ball of fire, alright. A blazing ball of losing fire. Blaze says he's terrible. He's not terrible, Blaze. At least Amazing knows how to wrestle. At least Mr. Amazing can win a tag team match without having to rely on his partner all the time to bail him out. Blaze says he took the name from me. No, he didn't. He was wrestling before you did, Blaze. It's called what happens when you get jealous of people, Blaze. And the problem with Michael Blaze is he's jealous of everyone that doesn't have his name because he always has to criticize everything. And yes, that includes me. Blaze himself is even jealous of me, a commentator. And that's because I commentate better than he does. So then he has to be jealous of me by making fun of me just because I am better at commentating than he is. Blaze says, I bet little people can beat him. Blaze, little people have beaten you. There have been people... Look, Show's beaten you, Blaze, and Show's not even 5'9". Show's like 5'8", I think. 5'8" or 5'7". Heck, Rey Mysterio's beaten you, and he's like, what, 5'4", 5'5"? Like, really, Blaze? You want to make that excuse? Blaze saying that Amaze's name is Mr. Terrible? Okay, sure. We can believe that, I guess. I don't want to, because it's Blaze. Blaze is having more strokes again. And a neck breaker there by Mr. Amazing on the champion Plum. This is not like 4 elimination rules or anything. This is just first pinfall or submission gets the title. And again, sadly, they have to defend that in a Battle Royal in 25. Dan Powell's beat... Again, yes, Dan Powell's another small guy that's defeated Michael Blaze. Heck, Eric Demon has beaten Michael Blaze, and Eric Demon's like, what, 5'10"? He's not even that big of a guy. Robert McManus has beat Michael Blaze. McManus is 5'8". Oh, this is not good for Morbid. The Amazing Bomb. Oh, this might be it. Mr. Amazing to become KOPW champion. No, Plum breaks it up. Oh, Plum breaking up that pin. Almost a 3 for and a new champion for Amazing, but not enough because of Plum breaking up that pin. Right now, the Amazing taking everyone out with a baseball bat. John and Amazing had him a stare down, and John takes away the baseball bat. Blaze is trying to pull someone's hair as John just tossing Mr. Amazing with no effort. John doesn't need to throw anyone with any effort in this type of a match. John basically outweighs everyone in this match by probably over 100 pounds. You know that. There's that power of John Michael DeSanta. A former CTO World Champion and CTL United States Champion. Probably pretty soon he's going to be a CTO World Tag Team Champion at some point. A former MELW Openweight Champion, a Hybrid Weight Champion here. It's sharp, chop block by Malachi and those triple power bombs from John. John to win the title and become the king of pro wrestling for the last time. The kick out for Mr. Amazing. Because, yes, whoever wins this match is the final KOPW champion. As the title will be turned into the Triple Crown Champion title. Blazes, get out of my way, you fat hippo. What hippo is he talking about? And what type of hip? There's no hippos here, Blaze. We're not in the climate. We're in Nova Scotia, Canada tonight. We are not in the climate for hippos. No, Blaze would even have to live with the fact that the Italian Dan Powell, has beaten him. Yeah, Dan Powell, yeah. Oh, there it is, Dub, Butterfly, DDT, Morbid on Malachi. Malachi's out of it, but no one's going for the pin. Plum misses that lariat. Morbid, though he's trying to pin him. And, oh, right to the back. And mid stomp for Mr. Amazing. Morbid with a DDT on Malachi Abramoff. And as Amazing goes for the shoulder. There's Vampiro. Good to see Vampiro. He's here for the 4th match of the night. He missed it earlier that Michael Blaze broke the record for no offensive maneuvers in a single match when he lost a 6-man tag match by being pinned by the Macho Man. Blaze never hit a single offensive maneuver. The Amazing Bomb to Morbid and kick out Morbid. In the second match, Corey Crichton retained the international title. Hold on here, John just sent Mr. Amazing to Mars. And no. Oh, anyway, I'll get back to what I was saying. Corey Crichton retained the international title against Zach York in Zach York's return. And in the previous matchup, Draven Caius became Openweight Champion by winning a 4-way dance. Military Pass Power Slam, cover on Amazing to win the title. Abramoff in a breakup. Vampiros is not much, just getting ready for work. Yeah, that's fine, man. I know you'll watch the other matches, because again, a lot of MSW stars are on this card tonight. I mean, you see Morbid here. Yeah, Crichton in the second match of the evening, he's going to be in the main event along with Price Sanders and Baron Von Farkas, trying to see who can walk away with the World Championship in our main event. And even Joe Kenny himself is making an appearance, as Joe Kenny will face Stan Hansen in the semi-main event. Yes, I did see your post there, that you put Matabu Soya there. Again, our Matabu Soyas are a little bit different from each other, which, hey, that's fine. That's alright. I went with my own version of Matabu Soya, which is alright. And you went with a more real-looking Matabu Soya than mine. Military Press Power Slam on Reverend Morbid, Malachi Abramoff. Abramoff, and no, Plum jumps over John's foot to break up the pin. I mean, Plum legit had to jump over John's leg to break up that pin. Neckbreaker, big clothesline from Reverend Morbid. Remember, whoever wins this match will be the final King of Pro Wrestling champion. and will then be crowned the first, well, no, it will then be a part of a 20-man battle royal in the second or third episode of the 25 season, as they'll try to become the first ever Triple Crown champion in MLW history. Abramoff versus Mr. Amazing in the ring. Malachi with a face slam. John just friggin' busted open Plum with the steel steps. But no one's paying attention to this cover by Abramoff, and a breakup there. Reverend Morbid, smart move for Morbid to break up that pinfall. Hey, yeah, no problem there, Vampiro. And there's a bear hug for Mr. Amazing, but an easy breakup for John. And here comes that scary man known as John Michael DeSanta, probably one of the scariest, if not the scariest wrestler in current E-Federations. It's either him, Bruiser Brody, or Joe Massacre, one of those three. Wait a minute, cover Morbid. Morbid trying to pin John. Can you imagine if Reverend Morbid wins the match? And oh, almost. Close one there. Reverend Morbid almost won the title. Plum in the corner. One for the slam. Just got absolutely clothesline his damn head off as John. Abramoff is too busy posing. And no, Plum at two. As Plum was Malachi Abramoff was too busy. I don't know what he was doing. He was posing or yelling or something. As he used that, as John used that to try to get the pin on Plum. Here now though, Plum blocking Morbid. Is Amazing John Dwight. Oh god, an Amazing sent to Mars. Broken up by Malachi Abramoff. Amazing is just dead right now. Amazing's dead. The man got sent to Mars again. I mean, you want to talk about Rocket Man? I'm not talking about Elton John. I'm talking about Mr. Amazing being the Rocket Man. Because that's happened to him twice in this match. And the problem with Mr. Amazing is he did not get to pack his bags and say goodbye. Unlike the song by Elton John. Elbows to the chest of John. Morbid, Graves calling. Coming up on Amazing. And will the Graves be calling for Reverend Morbid? No, it is not. John stops him. Johnson's sledgehammer. John to get the pin. Amazing. Again, Malachi is struggling, and there's three. John Michael DeSanta is going to become the final KOPW champion here. Oh god, there goes the referee. Bye, ref, and yes, stupid bots doing their things again. We don't need those damn bots. But John Michael DeSanta, he's going to become the final King of Pro Wrestling champion, as the title will then be, of course, retired in form of the Triple Crown Championship. John will automatically be a part of the 20-man Triple Crown Championship Battle Royal, or Triple Crown Qualifying Battle Royal. John will be, of course, the number 20 entrant in that matchup. And the ref saying, what the heck? What the F, bro? Yeah, I can say the same thing. That was an interesting decision there by John to throw the referee out of the ring. But let's see if this will be the final career match of Jamie York, as Jamie York's got a very tough task ahead of him, as he will have to face Bruiser Brody. And Bruiser Brody is going to be a tough tree to knock down. The ref says I'm suing. I don't know if the referee can sue John, but okay. We'll see here if Jamie York can chop down the tree known as Bruiser Brody, or is Bruiser Brody going to continue his rampage throughout the division here. York, though, he holds the second longest reign as international champion, only behind Katsuyori Shibata's reign as the champion. But again, it's going to be a rough one for York. If York wants to beat Bruiser Brody, he does not. He has to make very little mistakes if he wants to win the title here. It's Bruiser Brody. Bruiser Brody has kept the title on 3 separate occasions. Yes, the third one might have been via controversy thanks to Art Barr, but again, that's just Bruiser Brody being Bruiser Brody. Back to his feet, Bruiser Brody called the springboard by Jamie York. Smart moves early on by York, using his speed and athleticism to beat down the big man. Good counter by York. That's what he's got to do. York, the kick, and a DDT on Brody. But again, York, he will have to get away from the power of Bruiser Brody. If Bruiser Brody starts putting the power moves to Jamie York, he can basically call this match a game over for him and a victory for Bruiser Brody. Bruiser Brody's leg and punt into the ropes. Smart moves by York. Go for the, oh, wait a minute, York. Trying to lock something in here. York's going for that stomp, that surfboard into a stomp. And he got it on Brody. The question is, he will go for the pin, or is he going to go to try to end the match? He's smart for Jamie to go for a cave-in, or not the cave-in, the big shot. But instead goes for the pin on Brody. And Brody kicks out at 2. Going to take a little bit more than that to beat the monster known as Bruiser Brody. Oh, God, here we go. Brody going to throw Jamie in the corner. Not looking good for Jamie York as he is punched back into the corner by Bruiser Brody. And Brody's, oh my gosh, throwing Jamie York head first into his boot as York hits the springboard off the corner. Or off the ropes there with the cutter. And now York's going to go for that big shot. No, he's going for that twisting cutter. He got Bruiser Brody. But will it be enough to win? And it will be. Jamie York chops down the tree known as Bruiser Brody and becomes the champion. That speed and the athleticism of Jamie York gets the win. And now he can call himself a hybrid champion, ending the reign of Bruiser Brody. But I won't be surprised if Bruiser Brody gets his rematch for that championship in 25. But at least we can say that Jamie York has won a title that is not the International Championship now here. Because the only championship before this that York won was the International Championship. At least has moved on to bigger and better things. Oh, hello, Cat. You're asleep. So far, though, not looking very good for the champions. Only Corey Crichton has retained his title so far. And this is your first tag team title match of the evening as Mitsuharu Misawa and Yoshinari Ogawa, the International Tag Team Champions, will have to try to defend their titles against Joe Massacre and Ernie Ladd. This is a scary-looking team here. Joe Massacre and Ernie Ladd, big boys. Both big boys here, taller than both Misawa and Ogawa, and weighing more than both Misawa and Ogawa. Now, while Misawa and Ogawa, they lack in size and weight and power, they make it up for it in experience and ring prowess and tenability and speed. So we'll see how this goes here as Malachi's happy that Jamie York won the title. Well, this Ogawa using his junior heavyweight ability to try to take out both men. Misawa the Tiger suplex. As Ogawa's just got chokeslammed. Brody and John will be a duo. Oh, that would be a scary duo. Misawa with a backdrop suplex on Joe Massacre. Massacre and Ernie Ladd earned this opportunity by being the runners-up in a 10-team battle royal. Well, it was a 20-man battle royal, but it had 10 tag teams in it. And Ernie Ladd was the runner-up in that battle royal, being thrown out by Steve Williams, which Steve Williams and Terry Doherty, the Miracle Violence Connection, they'll be fighting for the World Tag Team titles currently held by Los Gringos Locos, Eddie Guerrero and Art Barr. No, well, Andre works for the other team, so I don't think he's going to be joining that duo. Knee drop, Misawa missed it. Ernie Ladd moves out of the way. Ladd's a little stunned, though. Look at this here. I gotta give credit where credit is due to Yoshinari Ogawa. He's having a good matchup so far. And that's because he's got the speed. He's using his junior heavyweight ability to his strength. And that's why Misawa and Ogawa have retained those titles multiple times, have kept them for a little bit. I mean, this is the second time they've held these championship titles. So far, they're going to make 2 defenses. This is their 3rd defense of the titles. You can see why they're such a hard team to beat. When you got one of the GOATs of wrestling, mixed up with one of his proteges, and a guy with absolute great ring ability, and the guy who's a master of quick pinfalls, that's how good Yoshinari Ogawa and Misawa are. And Mr. 2K is one where Mr. Ultra Pro is. And when he means by Mr. Ultra Pro, he means the guy who made Ultra Pro Wrestling. Backslide driver to Joe Massacre. The backslide driver to Joe Massacre. That might do it here. Muow with the elbow. Muow trying to win and retain the titles to pin Massacre. Massacre gets the kick out as Ogawa's got a half sharpshooter crab locked in. Uh-oh. Master in trouble, but Master uses his weight to his advantage. Muow tried to lift Master up for the Emerald Flosion, but he couldn't get it. Yeah, so I don't know where Mr. Ultra Pro is. And of course, Mr. Ultra Pro is the guy that made Ultra Pro Wrestling. A game that is supposed to come out later this year, which I cannot wait to play. It's going to be what I like to call the 2K Killers. I will make Mr. Ultra Pro. There you go. Oh, this Joe biting at the forehead of Ogawa is a beautiful tiger suplex by Muow with that senton. Muow appealing to the crowd here in Nova Scotia, Canada, right to the eyes by Master. Now here we go. Ladd and Master will take advantage, using their power and size as Muow gets thrown in the apron. Look at that, Ernie Ladd just standing right on the ribs of Muow. But here we go, there's that no-quit ability in Ogawa and Muow. The thing for Master there, he just barely stopped himself before he got thrown into the ring post as a big twist of the leg there by Ogawa right to that leg of Ernie Ladd. Oh, Muow off the ring post. Oh, that doesn't look good. Choke toss. Ooh, headbutt for Massacre. Master and Ernie Ladd. Like I said, this is probably the scariest tag team we got here. How big they are, with how much they weigh, how dominant they can be in the ring. Ernie Ladd thrown back to the ring by Ogawa. The arm of Massacre dropped right to the knees of Yoshinari Ogawa and right to the eyes. Using Master's own dirty tactics against him is Yoshinari Ogawa raking at the eyes of Joe. And you have to believe that's going to piss off Joe Massacre, that someone would use his own dirty tactics against him. And someone just got busted open. I think that's Joe Massacre that just got busted open. Ernie Ladd with the shoulder tackle, taking down Muow, but Ogawa goes for his arm. Yeah, the Russell Code, again, but I don't think the Russell Code will come out until next year. Brainbuster on the floor to Ernie Ladd. Yeah, I don't think the wrestling code's going to come out until 2026 or 27. It'll be a little while before that. That's why I'm doing that thing with Ultra Pro. Ernie Ladd thrown again near the barricade. Ogawa back in the ring. And the backdrop suplex. There's classic Yoshinari Ogawa. That's, of course, how he became the GHC heavyweight champion right there. Covered by Muow to pin Joe Massacre. And that is 3. Misaharu Misawa and Yoshinari Ogawa again keep their titles, even though that the odds were probably a little bit against them tonight. The 2 legends of Pro Wrestling Noah and one from All Japan keep the International Tag Team Championships. So that just tells you how good this team is. They'll be, of course, back in 25. Glad they're taking time to development. Of course, that's best part. Same with Ultra Pro. Ultra Pro's taking time with their development. Champs are still the champs, and they're always going to be a tough team to beat. But there you go, Ogawa and Muow, still your champs. Shut up, phone. My phone made that stupid noise telling me that, your alarm's been sent. Not like Mr. 2K. Yeah, true. 2K's terrible at doing stuff like that. But here we go. The big cage and no escape match. Art Bar of Los Gringos Locos versus Ray Little of Bull Run. And this is a big match here tonight. There are stipulations here inside of the cage and no escape. And here they are. If Ray Little defeats Art Bar, not only will Bull Run be added into the tag team title match later tonight, but if Bar and Guerrero lose the tag team titles tonight, they will be suspended for 30 days. But if Art Bar wins, not only does Bull Run not get into the tag team title match, but Ray Little must say that Art Barr is the better man than he is. Talk about some interesting stipulations there. In this matchup inside of the cage and no escape. Barr versus Ray Little. All started because of the tag team title victory there by Los Gringos Locos. When they won the tag team titles against Trevor Murdoch and Mike Knox. In that four-way. They actually pinned the champs to win the titles, so we'll see here if Art Barr can make sure that that tag title match later tonight just stays as a one-on-one match or a tag versus tag match, or it will be a triple threat tag team matchup. The only way to find out is to see who wins this matchup. And this will get heated. This will get very heated. This isn't like any most steel cage matches. Well, no cage, no escape matches. It's going to be very heated. You're probably going to see some very big exchanges. You might try to see one of the guys ask a referee or something to throw a weapon over top of the cage wall or something like that. Yeah, it's going to get personal. Brain just said this one's personal. It is between Ray Little and Art Barr. Of course, the big blow off to their feud here tonight. The only problem is who's going to win? Who's walking away with the win here in Nova Scotia, Canada? As here we go, the match is starting. Here's Ray Little starting things off with a headbutt to Barr. This became even more personal when Art Barr costed Ray Little the hybrid weight championship shot that he had, because in Bruiser Brody's last title defense, it was him versus Ray Little. And during the match, when Ray Little was in control of Bruiser Brody, Art Barr came flying into the ring and absolutely clotheslined the hell out of Ray Little, causing a disqualification. And then afterwards, Barr would attack Ray Little and knock a tooth out of Ray Little. That's why you see a little bit of plastic, like a tooth thing in Ray Little's mouth, because of what's happened due to Barr's attack. If only we had a weaponized cage, I agree. That'd be great. Cover Ray to beat Barr and a kick out for Art Barr. Barr back to his feet, but smart by Ray to continue the attack. Full-bar clutch. Locked into Art Barr. And will Barr escape? He will. And Barr going to use the speed, but good idea by Relay to get out of the way. Double drop kicks, no one home for either man. Oh, and a shot to the back of Art Barr. Gotta believe that's fueling Ray Little to beat the hell out of Barr. Heck, maybe Ray Little doesn't even want to win the match. Maybe he just wants to beat the hell out of Art Barr. And maybe have Barr get stretchered out of the ring so it just leaves Eddie Guerrero on that tag match. You never know. The forearm shot for Barr. As Barr's going to try to take advantage now of this matchup. Ray Little, clothesline. You can tell that was a little personal. That clothesline from Ray Little. And a big neck breaker from Barr. And of course, Barr is always going to have that one move in his back pocket. The one move that no one's kicked out of. And that's, of course, that leaping, spinning tombstone pile driver. No one is kicked out of that move whenever Art Barr's hit that spinning, leaping tombstone pile driver. And with this match being so personal, you might see Art Barr pull out that move to beat Ray Little. Of course, if he hits it, it's going to be over. As Barr continues the attack on the arm of Ray Little. Barr going upstairs. And Barr decides, no, I'm not going to jump off the ropes, and Barr's feeling it. Miss Tuke says, where are you? What do you mean, where are you? Wait a minute, DDT by Ray Little catches Barr off guard. And now Art Barr going to the corner. And now Ray will take advantage, going, of course, for that back elbow out of the corner. The body slam. And now Ray will head to the second rope. Ray Little drops the back elbow off the second rope. Is Ray going to try to put him away? Ray's going to go for his Cobra clutch. Can he lock it in? And here we go. It's locked into Barr. Will Barr give up? Will Barr submit? Will he pass out to Ray Little? Barr's not giving up, though. And he does not give up to Ray Little. Today says, hey kid, where did Mr. Ultra Pro go? I don't know where he went. Kicks to the leg of Art Barr by Ray Little. Ray again Stanley attack. Ray Little to pin Barr. The symbol run out of that match later tonight? No, it's not enough. It is not enough to beat Barr. Ray, though, going upstairs. You don't see Ray go upstairs very often unless it's a big match, and there's an elbow off the top. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and that's what Ray Little just did there. Went upstairs, drilled Barr with a hellacious elbow off the top rope. And a sleeper slam there by Ray Little. Ray Little wanting to put Barr to bed, trying to put him to sleep maybe. And here we go. Crossface, and it's locked in. Crossface, arm trapped here. Barr. Will Barr give up? No, he does not. He doesn't give up. I'm shocked. I thought the match would have been it right there. But no, Barr. Ray Little let go of the hold. And a diving leg drop off the top rope. And now, here we go. Ray says it's over. No, it's blocked by Barr. Oh, Donald stretch. Stretching that leg out as Barr. Ray trying to hang in there. He does. Connects with the arm drag. Beautiful counter by Ray Little. Beautiful spinning leg drop by Ray. Barr, though, back to his feet. Whoa, went for the chop block as Ray Little, but he missed it. Barr from behind, clobbers him in the back, and a pump handle backbreaker. Brutal looking move by Art Barr. Oh, he's going for the brainbuster. No, it's blocked. Cobra clutch is locked in again. Second time tonight. Barr's trying not to tap. And he passes out. Ray Little gets his revenge. Makes Barr pass out. There's Ray Little. There he goes. Beats Barr. Made some submit. Well, he made some pass out. Of course, Barr's going to say, oh, but I didn't tap out. To Ray Little. But look at that. Ray Little paying dividends for his boys tonight. He has put his boys in a big-time title match tonight. So Ray Little makes Barr pass out to the Cobra clutch. So I feel like this won't be the last time they have a battle. You never know knowing those two. You never know with knowing those two boys. But next up, an 8-man barroom brawl is for Braun Breaker's TV Championship title, as he will defend it against the all-star lineup here. Brandon Styles, John Lennox, Zayn the Monster, Jericho Jones, Devin, and Chaz. And then finally, of course, there's Booster, which, again, he's not an all-star. He's just Booster. I don't need to explain why I have to say his name like that. It's Booster we're talking about here. Not some all-time legend Hall of Famer here. It's just Booster. As long as Booster doesn't win, I'm fine with that. Right now, though, starting off as Braun Breaker going for Chaz. Got Devin trying to go maybe for Jericho Jones. You got Booster and Lennox, and you got Zayn and Brandon. I think Booster's the only House of Torture member tonight that even's on the card. Which is funny. That's awesome that House of Torture only has this match here tonight. Hit the bleach, says Brandon, I know. Right now, though, look at this. Chaz and Braun Breaker. Good God, Chaz is getting thrown by Braun Breaker. Nice move by the John Lennox and a kick out for Jericho Jones. Oh, this Lennox. Beautiful move. The John. trying to take advantage of Devin. It would be great to see Lennox win that title, but of course Braun Breaker's been a great champ so far as TV champion. This is his 4th title defense and his 3rd time that he has defended this championship in a multi-man matchup. He's done a triple threat, he's done an elimination chamber, now he's got to do a bar and brawl. Referee taking a sweet-ass time to do the pin, but a kick out for Braun Breaker. Brandon hit the reverse Rana, but of course with the ref taking 5 years, that's what happened. Brandon with that suplex into a cutter move, as Booster tries to knock down Zane the Monster. Yeah. Smart move, Booster. Go for the guy who's the biggest in the match. Yeah, sure. What a smart idea by Booster. Yeah, we sure he's not called the stupidest, the ultimate idiot, and not the ultimate Booster? That's probably what his name is, the ultimate idiot. As Booster's trying to hit the neck breaker on Zane the Monster, and he got Zane with it. Will Booster eliminate Zane the Monster? That would be massive for Booster. Then no, Zane kicks out of it. And Booster's probably thinking, what? He kicked out of that? Booster going for a weapon, and Booster's got a chair. And he immediately loses the steel chair. Good job, Booster. You're really showing people how great you are. You immediately lost the weapon you're going to use. And there's a slam into the barricade there to Jericho Jones, hip first. Brandon got thrown ribs first into the steel steps. As again, Jericho Jones goes hip first into the barricade. That's twice already he's been slammed into the barricade on his hip. Yeah, Brandon versus LeJohn Lennox in the ring here. Not looking good for Brandon. And a pile driver by LeJohn Lennox. Oh god, light tube. We just had a light tube get shattered over someone's head. And Brandon kicks out and a kick out for Chaz. Booster says stupid referee. Well, this isn't good for Brandon. Brandon's in trouble, and that DDT for Lennox. And is that going to see Brandon get pinned here? Cover LeJohn. Is LeJohn Lennox going to get rid of Brandon Styles? No. Kick out from Brandon. So far, no eliminations in the match. Booster, look out here. Sledgehammer for Booster. Booster to eliminate Zane the Monster after using that sledgehammer. Lennox off the top, misses. Kick out for Zane. In the corner, it's LeJohn Lennox. Brandon. The back elbow in the corner and throw him around as Brandon. Oh god, oh, not good for Chaz there. Tough landing for Chaz. Brandon's feeling himself in the ring right now. Look out, Brandon clotheslines LeJohn. As Booster gets dropped by Jones, Chaz cover on Braun Breaker. And double kickouts there for Zane, or for Booster and for Braun Breaker. So, still no eliminations yet tonight. It's crazy. But Booster again goes for Zane the Monster, and a DDT to the floor, and a double team to Braun Breaker. And a cover Brandon. Brandon to eliminate LeJohn, and a kick out at 1. Oh, Devin. Devin connects on Booster. And is Booster going to be eliminated? Will Booster be the first one to be eliminated? And will he be eliminated by Devin? No, he will not. Kick out for Booster. And another double team to the champion. The champion has been double teamed twice in this one match. Jazzy to Styles Cutter. Kick out for Braun Breaker. Hell 5 on Zane. Cover on Chaz. A light tube to Jericho Jones. A light tube to Jericho Jones, and the referee's having a stroke. Oh. I gotta fix the referee, hold on. I gotta fix the damn referee, no! I gotta fix the freaking referee now, great. Thanks, ref. There we go. I fixed the referee. I just had him with a senton to the back. There we go. Thanks, 2K, again, for being a dumbass. But thanks, 2K, for being stupid. This is why no one loves you. There we go. The electric chair German suplex for Devin with the bridge. But thanks to the 2K being 2K, the ref's down. So far, still no eliminations. Devin with the version of a crossroads. For now, though, in the ring's Braun Breaker. Hurricane Rana by Brandon. Braun Breaker! Through the air, Braun Breaker. Cover Brandon to eliminate Booster. Booster kicks out at 2 as Chaz eats a forearm to the head. Big slam there by LeJohn. Spear! Braun Breaker with a spear. Devin eats a tombstone. Cover Braun Breaker. Kick out for LeJohn. Cover. Oh, pile driver on Brandon. Kick out Devin. Cover Booster. Is Booster going to eliminate Brandon Styles? Booster has pinned Brandon Styles. No way. Booster has eliminated Brandon Styles. Cover on Chaz. And Chaz kicks out at 2. Belly to belly to Jericho Jones. Booster trying to get his next elimination, but he can't thanks to Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker, military press slam, and Lennox is gone. We've lost both Brandon Styles and LeJohn Lennox. Jericho Jones has eliminated Devin. Jericho Jones takes out Devin. So now we're down to Chaz, Booster, Zane, Jones, Breaker, and Chaz. Jericho Jones want to do it again, and he takes out Zane, and Chaz is gone. So we're down to Booster, Jericho Jones, and Braun Breaker. Fans hate Boosters once flat in your pocket. Uh-oh. So we're down to 3 men, Booster, Braun Breaker, and Jericho Jones. The champion is still in this match. And I can't believe that. I thought Braun Breaker was going for it. I thought Braun Breaker was going to go for the spear. But no. Cover on Jones, and Jones at 2. Booster with a sledgehammer right to the back of Braun Breaker's head. A sledgehammer right to the back of Braun Breaker's head. And one of these shots by Jones. Jones to eliminate Braun Breaker thanks to a sledgehammer right to the back of the head by Booster, and a kick out at 2 from Braun Breaker. These two not even paying attention to Booster. And a big shot to Braun Breaker. Booster failed as Braun Breaker is thrown by Jericho Jones. We got absolute destruction here at ringside. Tables, chairs, light tubes, steel steps. As Jones goes to work on Booster. Jones hits Braun Breaker with a sledgehammer. And just these relentless sledgehammer shots from Jericho Jones. But Jones is in trouble. Booster. Neck breaker to Jericho Jones. Is Jones going to be eliminated by Booster of all people? No, Jones kicks out at 2. Jones survives, but Booster's got the steel steps, and Braun Breaker's got light tube. Braun Breaker's got a light tube. Braun Breaker with a light tube. The steel steps by Booster's knocked out Braun Breaker. It's down to Jericho Jones and Booster for the title. Breaker's lost the title, and Booster's head just got slammed off the apron. Jones, will this be it? Will he win the title? Or is Booster winning the title for House and Torture? Booster's stuck on the steel steps here. Booster counters him here. Of course, knowing House of Torture, you know what their back pocket's going to look like. They're going to have a plan that comes out of nowhere. Booster, club and blow to the chest of Jones. Where's Booster going? He's got the chair. Booster's got the chair. And he hits Jones with a steel chair. Another chair shot. A third chair shot. Jones is in trouble. Booster going for the pile driver. No, he's got him up in the air. And Jones, oh my God, Booster's the champion. Booster has won the TV title. Oh my God, no. Really? This asshole had to win? Out of everyone in that match, this asshole wins? Jones was knocked out from that torture rap version by Booster. Oh my god, Booster just friggin' won. Booster is your new TV champion, really? Out of all the heels to win a title, it's Booster? Out of everyone in that match, it was Booster. And he knocked out Braun Breaker, he knocked out Jones, he knocked out Zayn the Monster, Brandon Styles. Booster says, eat shit, Jones. Oh my god. Booster wins the title. What the hell? No. And Booster, there's a course of boos and F you Booster chants towards Booster right now. Booster is eating it from the fans right here in Nova Scotia, Canada. Next match, 4-way for the Brass Knuckles Championship. Carl Gotch defends against Akira Taue, Pierce Perch, and Jackson Banks. As Booster slipped off the announcer and, hey, I'm going to flip you off too there, Booster. I can't believe I just said that Booster won a title here. That feels wrong, as look at this nice move there by Carl Gotch. At least now we get to actually watch some actual wrestling and not Booster. Of course, the one match that House of Torture is in tonight, they win. And it's Booster of all people. Covered kick out for Carl Gotch. Gotch has already retained the title once. This is the second time defending the championship. And can he win and retain will be the big thing here for Carl Gotch. Gotch is thrown back in by Akira Taue. Booster says, I'm going to sit beside you. Oh, screw off, Booster. Don't you have some celebrating to do? Or a beer to drink or something? Right now, though, in the ring, it's Perch and Jackson Banks. Oh, this here, Perch, big move there. Booster doing his usual crap again. Perch in control right now. Perch trying to become Brass Knuckles champion. And right now, Pierce Perch with a lifting double knee and gut buster on Jackson Banks. And right now, though, Banks takes out the arm of Pierce Perch. Now, I believe that's a smart move for Jackson Banks to attack the arm of Perch. And big time uppercut in the corner by Jackson Banks. Now Banks attacking the leg of Perch. Smart move here by Jones. Attack every body part of Perch, no matter if it's no matter what it is, really. Well, this here, Perch attacking Banks, and this back Saito suplex. Below this, Banks is already back to his feet as Carl Gotch. Gotch looking for some help, but yes, not. And this thrown in the corner. Gotch with a big knee in the ribs of Pierce Perch, right in the corner of the champion. Hell of a move there by the champ. And Gotch thrown in the corner by Jackson Banks with a chop block to Akira Taue and a super kick for Perch. Back to his feet, it's Banks. Jackson Banks, a man that's been a part, of course, of one of the greatest trios in this company's history with him and the Funks. Of course, the Funks gave him some new moves and stuff like that and trained him up a little bit during their time together as Taue with a suplex toss and an STO by Carl Gotch. Gotch. Like Gotch shot to Perch. Kick by Taue. Taue misses. Oh, excuse me. As Gotch throws Taue off the ropes. Carl Gotch, the Grunt Wrench suplex. Nice move from Carl Gotch. Gotch in complete control of Taue. He's going for the bow and arrow stretch. Is this going to be for the win? Carl Gotch with the submission. Is Carl Gotch going to retain here? No, and Akira Taue escapes. Booster says, fine, I'll go party, you prick. Okay, yeah, go party, you asshole. Gotch with a baseball bat, but stopped by Banks. Jackson Banks, the needly arm of Carl Gotch. And now look at this, Gotch is thrown near Perch now. It was a chop block on Perch. Banks went to hit Carl Gotch. Gotch moved out of the way so that instead Banks could hit Perch. Carl Gotch throws Talloway back in. Oh, this here. Perch has got Banks up in the air and it drops him on the apron. Perch. Fisherman into a driver there to take down Gotch, but in the ring it's Talloway. Talloway and Banks. Now Perch's going to join him under this. Hits that leg of Talloway. Now to the ribs. All these kicks here by Banks. Banks to win the title. Cover on Talloway. Broke up by Perch. Gotch is still out here on the floor. Back in the ring. Perch. Cross-legged with a nice driver. Talloway back to his feet. Stopped by Perch. An kendo stick shot by Carl Gotch. Perch went for the back fist. Oh, and the kendo stick across the head. Gotch the clothesline. What a clothesline by the champ. German suplex by Carl Gotch. Gotch the shoulder tackle. Let's let Carl Gotch go. You know he wants to retain that championship tonight. Gotch the needless right to the side of the skull. Cover. And a breakup by Perch. Close ones there for Carl Gotch, almost retaining his championship. So far, no champion has retained their title in a multi-man match so far. And Perch the stomp out of the corner. Perch to win and a breakup by Carl Gotch. Back to his feet, it's Banks. Missed by Perch as he lands, but he kind of swabbled a little bit. Shinobi Cement! Talloway with the Shinobi Cement, but a breakup by Banks. I think if... Oh, Banks got the guillotine. Banks has got his guillotine locked in. Is Gotch going to submit to the guillotine of Jackson Banks? No, he can't because Banks let go of the hold because he lost his grip. Banks lost the grip of the submission, but wait. Talloway's going to try to steal it, but no. Talloway tried to steal it from Banks, and oh, what a super kick. Perch kicking Talloway right in the head, and now Perch teeing off with the kendo stick. Wait a minute here, back to his feet, kicked by Perch, but look out for Banks. Banks going for the heel hook, but stopped by Perch. Perch, double underhook into the gutbuster. Back in the ring, it's Akira Talloway. Talloway and Perch. Akira Talloway knees Perch in the rib. Baseball bat to Carl Gotch. Step up drop kick by Banks. And now Jackson Banks trying to take advantage of Perch. Look out here. Big time suplex stunner by Banks. And Banks nets the shoulder with a chop block. Yeah, I believe that Banks wants this championship bad. You can tell he's going to some good lengths to try to win the title here. However, Perch is distracted by himself. Cover on Talloway. Kick out at one. Perch went for a punch and he missed it, and an atomic drop by the champ. Wait a minute. Look out for Banks. Look out for Banks. Oh no, he got caught. That front flip DDT got caught by Akira Talloway. And baseball bat. Banks is out, so is Perch. Cover. Ref in prime position, but stopped by Banks. Yeah, I believe these four men are working. Oh no, the ref! Oh, the referee just ate a chop block. Perch hits the elbow, but the ref is down. The ref is down thanks to Banks. Oh, the ref is down. He went to chop block Talloway, but because of the momentum that Talloway used to get out of the way, he hit the referee. The ref was hurt. You can tell the referee was hurting from that. And oh man, that's a big splash by Talloway. Akira Talloway to win the title. And stopped by the champion Carl Gotch. And Banks, you can tell in his eyes, he hated that he hit the ref, that the ref got in the way. Oh, these chops by Talloway. Went for the choke slam, but stopped. Perch is busted open from that chop. Back shot there by Carl Gotch. German suplex. No one home. Once the dynamic bomb is Tawai. Instead, bangs the Russian leg sweep. Perch, Sling Blade. Perch to win the title. I don't think he's going to win it off a Sling Blade. Really? He won it off of that? Okay, a Sling Blade pinned by Perch for the title. But really? A Sling Blade? After all of that? Perch wins the title off a Sling Blade. Didn't take any of these. The thing is, though, Perch really only hit a couple of his huge moves in that matchup. And yeah, that's just 2K for it. That's just their AI being AI. But Pierce Perch winning that Brass Knuckles title. Champion, again, the champion that's lost his title in these matches has never actually was the man involved in that. Terrible match, to be honest. Well, yeah, thanks for 2K's AI on that one. But here's the war to settle the score. Team WWE versus Team Guardians. It's Cody Rhodes, Triple H, The Rock, and Logan Paul against Giant Baba, Antonio Inoki, El Santo, and Luthez. Blaze says, who's the geezers? These are not the geezers, Blaze, are the Guardians. And they're facing Team WWE, and the stipulation is, if the Guardians win this match, then WWE has to get their asses out of here. So, all the talent that works for WWE, except for Braun Breaker, have to leave. And that's because Braun Breaker's a champion and he works and he's on our side. Fans, I can tell Perch is not happy about that ending. Yeah, I can tell a lot of people are not happy about the ending of that match. Baba with a drop kick. What a beautiful drop kick by Giant Baba to Logan Paul. And remember, this is pinfall, submission, DQ, countout, or knockout. So you can win this match via even knockout as well. What the hell, referee? Ref holding back Inoki here. It's Logan Paul and Antonio Inoki in the ring. Let's see what Logan Paul can do in the ring against Antonio Inoki. Paul throws Inoki in the corner. He looks to already chicken out and tag in Triple H. And it was double move and a double miss by Inoki and Triple H. Off the ropes, H with a flapjack. You missed a lot, though, Shockwave. You have missed a lot tonight. And when I mean a lot, you have missed a lot. You had by the way, you missed an absolute terrible ending in the last match. I don't even know if I want to count it as the ending of the match, but again, terrible ending to the last match, but so far it's been one hell of a night. A lot of championships have changed hands. That is true, you do, but of course you're here for the bid matches. You're here for the war to settle the score match. The 8-man tag match between Team WWE and the Guardians, and if Team WWE loses, then everyone but Braun Breaker is ousted from this company that works for WWE. That includes Triple H, Cody Rhodes, The Rock, Logan Paul, Shinsuke Nakamura, Shawn Michaels, all of them. And also, I think Michael Blaze set a new world record when it comes to a wrestling match. And that world record is the least amount of offensive maneuvers in a match, which was 0. In the opening match of the night, Michael Blaze, Mr. 2K, and Seth Rollins lost to Jumbo Tsuruta, Macho Man Randy Savage, and Junkyard Dog, with the Macho Man pinning Michael Blaze. Blaze had 0 offense maneuvers and 1 counter. That is all he did in the whole match. Mr. 2K did more matches, or not matches, did more moves in that match than Michael Blaze did. Blaze says, I wanted to win. Well, then you should have done more than just stand there and get your ass kicked. And like you said, you got pinned by Macho Man. Knee drop for Inoki on The Rock. And Inoki goes for the other way, knee drop, and he missed it. A lot of new champions been crowned tonight. Only a couple champions have kept their titles. The only champions to keep their titles Corey Crichton keeping the International Championship by beating Zach York, and the only other champions to keep their titles are Misawa and Ogawa, who kept the International Tag Team titles. Those are the only other people. Races at Blazing to work. Well, speaking of someone that's, I gotta believe, feeling good, it's Ray Little. For spoiler alerts, so again, spoiler alert if you don't want to be spoiled on one of the huge results of a match tonight, Ray Little defeated Art Barr in a cage and no escape. And because of that win by Ray Little, because of the win by Ray Little, Bull Run has been added to the World Tag Team match later tonight. And not only that, but if Barr and Guerrero lose, Barr and Guerrero are suspended for 30 days. That's a big one for Ray Little. Excuse me. And on other terrible notes, so far the only two results that were a terrible outcome. Well, Perch won the Brass Knuckles Championship in the last match, but the reason why it was a bad outcome was because the ending of the match was terrible. Just a sling blade was the move that move that ended the match. And a match that had a lot of big, huge offense maneuvers, a sling blade wins the match, which is weird. But of course, the result that had a lot of fans booing and uproars, we actually had a riot going on near the barricade of the ring, was Booster becoming the television champion by winning an 8-man barroom brawl, last eliminating Jericho Jones to win the match and the title. Yes, we had fans booing Booster, we had fans flipping off Booster, we had fans throwing stuff at Booster, we even had people trying to jump over the guardrail to get to Booster. The list, though, Giant Baba taking to Triple H, trying to get to Luthez. Booster says that Jericho Jones can't beat me. Booster, it was a friggin' 8-man barroom brawl, and you hardly did anything to him the whole match. Right now, the Giant Baba going for Triple H. Baba off that kitchen sink and a leg drop to Triple H. That would be absolutely hysterical and awesome if Triple H is the one who loses this match for Team WWE. Races Booster? Jones could end your career. And here's El Santo, the legendary man from Mexico, the Guardian of Mexico and Lucha Libre and of masked wrestlers, is now in the matchup. And that includes, of course, a masked wrestler known as Hayabusa. Hayabusa made his return today in the wrestling world, defeating Masawa Tanaka, and I gotta say, it's great to have the Hayabusa gimmick back. Of course, it's played by someone new this time, but it's great to have Hayabusa back in the ring. And here's Luthez, the ultimate guardian of wrestling, now in the match. Thez misses. Booster says, "Oh, really?" to Ray Little. Bruce's Booster. Jones is a part-time bare-knuckle brawler. Yeah, there you go. Triple H, the DDT on Luthez. And look at this. Triple H playing the chicken card, running away from Luthez so he can tag in Cody Rhodes. Really showing you that you're the boss of WWE there, Triple H. Had to result to being a chicken to tag out to Cody Rhodes as Rhodes eats an elbow by Thez. And now counter by Luthez. Rhodes attacking Luthez here. I wonder what Cody's father, Dustin, would think of this, attacking Luthez. Cover, and a kick out by Lou. Booster says no, it's torture. No, thank you. Tag to Inoki. Inoki feeling a little bit fired up here. Rhodes. Cody. A little torture rack, I guess? No. Inoki saw it coming. Oh, the Enziguri catches the back of the head of Rhodes. Cover on Rhodes, and Triple H has to break it up. Of course, Triple H playing the coward's card, has to break up a pin. Doesn't want to be in the match, so instead he has to break up a pin for one of his own guys. And a double neck breaker here on the floor by Cody. And that's pissed off El Santo. And El Santo, down goes The Rock. And look at this. Logan Paul wants a tag. Here comes Logan Paul. Why is Logan Paul now wanting to be in this match? Wait a minute here. Baba's going after the arm of Cody Rhodes. We got a battle here between Cody Rhodes and Giant Baba in the ring, and the referee is doing nothing about it. The referee's just letting this battle between Giant Baba and Cody Rhodes happen. And Baba thrown in the referee here by Logan Paul. And again to the referee goes Giant Baba. And notice all this distraction here by Baba has forced Paul and Inoki, as there's the elbow to Inoki there by Logan Paul. Ray says, I just used a House Orchard t-shirt to pick up dog crap. There you go. I once used it to clean up a soda spill. Double stomps there by Logan Paul to the arm of Tony Inoki. Paul throws Inoki in the corner. Tag to Triple H. Of course, Triple H has to come in when he's in control. As Inoki eats a backbreaker. Inoki tried to tag in El Santo or Luthez, but couldn't thanks to Triple H. Triple H throws Inoki in his own corner again. Inoki catches Triple H. Off into the other corner goes Triple H. We might see a tag. Nope. Instead, the arm of Triple H is right into the ropes by Inoki. But Triple H with his own forearm to Inoki. The kick, Triple H. Neckbreaker. But the thing is, that gives Inoki time to make a tag. And that's what happens when you taunt. Here's Luthez. Thez is up. Thez counters Triple H. Wait a minute here, Luthez going for a chicken wing on Triple H. Triple H is in trouble. Will Triple H tap out to Luthez? Instead he stomps on his foot. Real sportsmanship there, Triple H, and resort to that crap. And Logan Paul. The referee didn't see it, was distracted by Inoki being in the ring, and now a spine buster to Luthez. And look at that, Inoki stops him. Ray says, I used the same t-shirt to vacuum out my car. Booster says, how dare you? What, Booster? We're using your products for good use. Triple H now going to the apron. I think that's a stupid idea, because again, Triple H could get counted out. Well, this though, El Santo working with Luthez to beat up Triple H here on the floor. And Thez taunting Triple H. Remember, you can win this match by knockout, so it'd be hilarious if Triple H is knocked out in this match. Luthez could be thinking about going back in the ring, and he does, waiting for Triple H to get back in. And down goes Rhodes. And a punch to Logan Paul. And a punch to The Rock. A punch to Logan Paul. And down goes The Rock. But again, Triple H is distracted because he's going after everyone not named Luthez. And a DDT to Logan Paul to the apron of the ring. Look at this again because Triple H is distracted. It's and the referee just ate a drop kick from Luthez. Dropped it to Thez. Inoki just punched Triple H. Triple H pedigree. Triple H, but again, he is stuck in limbo. Triple H trying to put the arm over. Triple H puts the arm over to win. Broken up by El Santo. Booster says, I used Jericho's and Ray's merch as target practice. Really? That's what you do? Triple H is also exhausted. Take down Luthez. Triple H is out of breath. Cover. A kick out of two by Triple H, but you can tell he's out of breath. That pedigree, I think that pedigree took everything out of Triple H's energy tank. And oh my god, Triple H is just tossed over the shoulders of Luthez and eats a knee to the back of his head. And here comes El Santo, the Mexican Superman. Clotheslines Triple H's head off. And goes for Cody Rhodes. Booster says, then I set it on fire. On Cody. Ooh, Cody just ate an absolute back suplex to the apron. Now he goes for Logan Paul. I wonder why he's going for Logan Paul. It's probably due to the fact of those problems that Logan Paul had with Rey Mysterio. And look at this. Triple H again taunting in the corner. Being stupid. Could cost his team the match. In the corner. Triple H will be looking to tag to Logan Paul and say goes for the shoulder thrusts in the corner. Booster shoved Ray Little into Jericho Jones, which is a dumb idea. Referee got involved here as Triple H trying to choke out El Santo. A cover here, a breakup by Fez. Triple H, you can tell Triple H is a little bit not happy. Ray says, watch it, Booster, I'll call your parents. That's even if his parents want him. Here's Logan Paul, which is I think in my opinion, that's a stupid-ass idea. Why would you tag in Logan Paul in this type of situation? Paul with a vertical suplex. Logan Paul trying to keep his own here against some of the greats here in this match. Booster says, my parents are dead. I don't think your parents are dead. You just say that just because you don't want to deal with them. Look at that. El Santo saw what Logan Paul was trying to do to him. He went for the punch, got caught in a throw by El Santo. And here comes Giant Baba. Baba throws. Logan Paul throws. Boom, the boot, and that's it. Giant Baba wins it for the Guardians. The dynamic boot connects to Logan Paul, busts him clean and wide open, and knocks out Logan Paul. So the Guardians have sent the WWE packing out of here. See ya, Triple H. See ya, Logan Paul. See ya, Rock. And see ya, Shawn Michaels. See ya, Seth Rollins. All of those idiots. Goodbye. See ya, suckers. Don't want to be ya. Oh, you know what? I'll say it properly. Because I know Inoki would want to have the fans sing it here. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. That's what I gotta say to them. Goodbye. No one wants to be ya. See ya, WWE. Rock says we'll be back. Oh, okay, sure. Well, now we gotta change this match. Because of Ray Little's victory over Art Barr, we have to change this match. This match is no longer a 2v2. It's now it's a 6-man. It's a triple threat tag match. So thanks to Ray Little and his victory, Bull Run, Banjo, and Plow are in this match. Thank God WWE's gone. Don't want to deal with those assholes anymore. Get 'em, boys, says Ray Little. No, Rock, you can't be back here. You're gone. You lost. Sayonara, B. You're gone. You're done. Rock says next episode we're jumping everyone. Rock, if you show up next episode, you're going to be thrown out of the building. And not only that, but you guys will be banned permanently. It's rules of the multiverse, Rock. It's either you obey the rules of the multiverse, or the multiverse bans you. Ray says, I checked the expiration date on the WWE and it expired. But here we go now. Triple threat tag match for the tag team titles currently held by Los Gringos Locos. Again, Banjo Plower here because of Ray Little's victory over Art Barr in the cage and no escape. After this match here will be your semi-main event, as it will be Joe Kenny taking on Stan Hansen. That's your next match. As I'll let you guys watch some of this as I need to go to the concession stand. I'm already on my second full mason jar of water. I had one already for the episode, now I'm having another one. Boost says zip it, you stupid redneck. Race is not wearing any zippers today, Booster. Same here. My sweater that I wore today doesn't have any zippers. Ooh, back rake by Eddie Guerrero. Wonder what's going to happen if Banjo and Plow become the champions tonight. I bet Ray Little is going to cut a promo after this match if his boys win tonight. That's the thing. I'm betting right here, right now. I'm betting it. That Ray Little is going to cut a promo after this match if his boys win. Right now, though, Bar getting thrown around by Dr. Death Steve Williams. So is Banjo getting thrown around by Eddie Guerrero. As Guerrero gets thrown into Terry Gordy. Gordy shot right to the back of Eddie Guerrero as belly bar to Banjo. I'm actually surprised that so far lately just been Terry Gordy going after Eddie Guerrero. Ray says, no, I won't put on a ring I won't put a ring on that finger. You're not my type, Booster. Same here, Ray Little. Same here. Oh, powerbomb on the floor to Terry Gordy by Art Barr. Gordy thrown back in by Guerrero, belly to belly by Barr. And now we're going to have Barr and Terry Gordy in the ring. Takedown by Terry Gordy. And it's Dr. Death and Terry Gordy in the ring against Art Barr. And Guerrero doesn't see it because he's too distracted by Plow. Plow and Banjo are trying to beat up on Guerrero right now. And a front power slam to Art Barr. I'll let out here. Banjo and Plow got the weapons. Bull Run's feeling themselves, but all the kendo stick is broken across the back of Dr. Death. And nice idea by Banjo to shift his weight onto Guerrero. And now in the ring, Banjo versus Terry Gordy. And Banjo the hip toss. And now Banjo. Can he win it for him and Plow and make this a absolute sweep for Bull Run? On the floor, Terry Gordy and Barr, Guerrero and Plow. Banjo drops the elbow on Gordy. Banjo to win the titles for him and Plow. And a kick out there by Terry Gordy. And Los Gringos Locos now going to work. Big boot by Gordy. Barr with the Hurricane Rana into a pin broken up by Gordy. Oh, Russell Lights sweep by Gordy. Barr. Half and half suplex by Barr. Terry Gordy broken up by Barr. Cover on Guerrero broken up by Barr. Terry going for the power bomb, but broken up by Art. Choke slam by Banjo. Braid buster by Barr. But he's not going for the pin. He's not going for the pin and he's directing again right after Bull Run. But that might cost them the win. We got a submission by Plow. Is Plow going to make Barr submit? Remember, Barr's already passed out to Ray Little before. Oh, see you there, Brandon. That's alright. Oh, there we go. Dangerous backdrop by Steve Williams. Broken up by Barr. Banjo to win the titles. Banjo broken up by Barr. On this here, big time shots by Art Barr to that leg. Guerrero, Northern Lights suplex. Now we're getting to the match that we expected. Los Gringos Locos against Bull Run right now. It's Plow and Barr. A neckbreaker from Art Barr. And nice deadbolt suplex by Steve Williams. Yeah, it's right now. It's Barr versus Bull Run. I wonder. Oh, Barr's going for his frog splash, but instead just eats a freaking lariat by Terry Gordy. Gordy's got a bear hug locked in. Well, Gordy made Plow submit. Plow trying to hang on, trying not to tap, trying not to pass out to Terry Gordy, and stopped by Barr. And a dangerous backdrop to Bar, but Gordy's not going for the pin. Backbreaker by Steve Williams. There's a clean pin right now for Terry Gordy, but he's not going for it. Oh, that's probably why. Shoulder tackle and a half by Terry Gordy. And Gordy, though, just clotheslined the head of Banjo off. Terry Gordy's a one-man wrecking crew in the ring right now. Oh, but that Bar's going to take advantage, though. He'd take too long with him. That's going to happen. And Bar, oh, look at this. Bar Chicky going away from Banjo. Look at that. Look at that. Bar's running away from Bull Run. He knows that Bull Run wants to get their hands on him, and so he has to run away like a child. And look at this. Bar's now using weapons. He hit Plow with a sledgehammer. Bar not playing by the rules, has to play by his own, and his own rules are, well, make everyone's lives a miserable hell. Bar picked up by Banjo, but Banjo's blocked. Deadbolt suplex by Dr. Death. Ray says, you guys can do this. Right now in the ring, it's just Plow. No one's in the ring other than just Plow. Oh, and Bar will try to use a sledgehammer again, but it's got friggin' dropped by kendo stick by Dr. Death, Steve Williams. Now in the ring, it's Terry Gordy and Plow. Plow, DDT to Gordy. We got a cover by Plow. Plow to pin Terry Gordy to win the titles. They did it! Plow pins Terry Gordy. We got new tag team champions. And here's the funny thing. Even though Guerrero and Bar did not get pinned or submit, they are still suspended for 30 days. They are still going to be suspended for 30 days because they were not pinned or submitted. It's a Bull Run clean sweep tonight. Ray Little got his win, and his win helped his boys get this title shot, and guess what? They just won the titles. Good for those boys tonight. And it felt like tonight was Bull Run's night, and it came true. Good for those boys for winning those titles. I would not be surprised if Banjo or Plow want to say something now since they won those belts. And I would not be surprised if they got some choice words for Art Barr and Eddie Guerrero. Even though they didn't pin them or submit them, they still won. And that's what counts in the end. Hey, I was going to say that it would have been even better, though, if Banjo or Plow would have pinned Barr. But, oh well, sometimes you can't get what you always wanted. But it's still a great win for Banjo and Plow. And here we'll start your semi-main event of the evening. It is Joe Kenny taking on the legendary Stan Hansen. Banjo and Plow just said, we came and we cleaned this house. And Art Barr can go to hell. Good words for Banjo and Plow, become the new tag team champions. It ain't their first time they won the titles here, though. I think this is the second time they're champions here. But there's Joe Kenny, getting ready for his first of two matches with Stan Hansen. He's got tonight's match with Hansen. Then on Friday on GCCW, he's done a match with Stan Hansen. Last time that Hansen and Kenny fought was a match on MSW, and it was for the MUOW World Championship when Stan Hansen was champion. But sadly, that match was ended by DQ thanks to Red Devil. Ray Lewis says, feels good after losing the Shockwave Wrestling tag titles last week. I know, but yeah, it feels even better for Ray. Not only did he get revenge on Art Barr, but his boys became champions. And you gotta believe that Bull Run's gotta be feeling amazing right now. But Kenny, he's gonna have to dig down deep if he wants to win this one. Here's Stan Hansen. Hansen, probably the most successful non-Japanese wrestler to have ever wrestled in Japan. The only man to have ever pinned Antonio Inoki and Giant Baba clean, which is insane to believe that he's the only man to ever actually do that, to beat both of them clean. and won so many titles, and the man that broke the neck of Bruno Sammartino. Oh, and also busted Vader's eye out of its socket. Let's see if Joe Kenny can avoid the lariat of Stan Hansen, or is Hansen going to win this match? We're talking about two former world champions here, and Hansen and Joe Kenny, both men have won the MLW world title before. And so this, Kenny's already starting it off strong. Kenny feeling the audience here, but he's caught by Stan Hansen. Hansen is one of those dudes that just doesn't care. He doesn't care who you are. You could be as popular as El Santo, or as great as a wrestler as Mitsuharu Misawa, or as fast as Will Ospreay, or as athletic as Ricochet, or anything like that. Hansen just doesn't give a crap about who you are. All he wants to do is fight, make some money, and repeat it all over again. That's what Stan Hansen is. Now this here. Hansen going right for the back suplex, right onto the apron to Joe Kenny. Exactly, yeah, that is Stan Hansen. Hansen doesn't care if he wins the title. Hansen does. Oh, God, no. Hansen with a pile driver on the floor. Oh, God. Hansen just pile drive Joe Kenny on the floor and falls up with a neck breaker. Hansen already going for the neck and head of Joe Kenny. He drilled the pile driver on the floor. Yeah, Hansen. I mean, just look at that accomplishment of that man. Triple Crown champion. All Japan Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion. NWA World Champion. NWA Tag Team Champion. A World Tag Destruction League winner. An AWA World Champion. AWA World Heavyweight Tag Team Champion. And back in the ring goes Hansen, and a WCW United States champion. Not only that, but that United States title that Stan Hansen won, he beat the man that held the United States title for the longest reign in the title's history, and that includes WWE, and that's Lex Luger. There's that beautiful capture back suplex by Kenny. Kenny in a kick out early for Hansen. And now Hansen goes to work. Hansen again for the arm of Joe. Oh, Kenny's caught. Hansen going for the powerbomb. No, Kenny saw it coming and blocks Hansen. Kenny washing the forearm across the forehead of Hansen. And Kenny going for the triple Germans. You gotta believe that this is also a battle of who can wear the skull better, because of course Joe Kenny wears the Punisher skull on his pants. Hansen, well, he's got it all over his jacket. He got it on his hat before. He's done it on his pants. And here's a cover, Kenny to beat Hansen. Oh, close one, but a kick out for Stan. But Joe Kenny's no slouch, though. Kenny's won multiple world titles, multiple tag team championships, multitudes of mid-card titles, and has even started his own wrestling companies, which is something that Hansen can't even say he's done before. But yeah, Kenny might say, he's not experienced as Stan Hansen, but Joe Kenny's got to fight. And Kenny with that diving elbow to the floor. Uh-oh, Kenny could be singling it for the end. He could be going screw fly solution. I gotta believe, and I don't know if anyone else will believe this too, but this to me is a match if whoever hits their big move first wins the match. I could see if Kenny hits the screw fly solution, this match is over. But I could see it in the other way, where if Hansen hits the lariat, it's over. Kenny on the attack. Kenny throws Hansen back in. Kenny taking his time to get his energy back. And that's something you gotta do against Hansen. You cannot be out of energy against Stan Hansen. Because you gotta be always up on your guard if you're facing Hansen. As Hansen toe holds Kenny. Cover on Kenny. Hansen for the win. Kick out by Joe. Hansen, oh, just kicked Kenny. That was a dangerous-looking kick by Stan Hansen. Oh, no, Kenny's in not a good spot. Western Lariat, no one's home. Western Lariat, there's that Lariat. He hit it. Hansen to win. Oh, and Kenny kicked out of it. Joe Kenny kicked out of the Western Lariat. Oh, that Lariat, that's why you always got to be on your guard for that Western Lariat by Hansen. It was not enough to put Kenny away, but a takedown by Hansen. And Hansen's fired up. You know, when he hits that Lariat, it's usually over, but look out, oh, and Kenny moves out of the way. And a backdrop to the floor. Both men are dazed right now. They're confused. Kenny throws Hansen on the floor. But Kenny, you gotta believe for him and Hansen, they want to win it in the ring, not on the floor. And Kenny's eyeing Hansen to get back in the ring. I'm just surprised that Kenny's not gone for a screw fly yet. Usually by this point he would go for it, but I'm surprised. Oh, it's Cad Sploder in the corner. Hansen trying to get back up to his feet. Kenny throws him to the ropes. Kenny firing off. Right to the chest of Hansen, those kicks and shots. Now he's going for it. Kenny's going to set for the screw fly solution. Kenny hit it. He's got Hansen up. Screw fly solution. And Kenny's going to have to pull him to near the center because he's too close to the ropes. Will that be enough to beat Hansen? The cover, the hook of the leg. No, Hansen. Just like what Kenny did to the Western Lariat. Hansen a toe and the knee lift. Hansen kicks out of the screw fly. Next thing you know, whams Kenny right in the head with a knee lift. I thought if I was Hansen, I should have went for the pin after that knee lift. That was a brutal shot from Hansen. Now Kenny's a little bit in trouble. Stan goes for the arm. Hansen got shot, and here we go. Oh, I expected this. Here we go. Kenny and Hansen firing off. A chop from Stan, a chop from Kenny. The slugfest begins between these two men. This is not a surprise. I figured we would see this tonight. Hansen and Kenny back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Chops and slaps by both men. Oh, but Kenny caught him. Oh, these two men. Oh, here we go, here we go. This is what you expect from Stan Hansen versus Joe Kenny right here, this brawl. Staggered her, both men. Kenny went for screw fly. No one's home. Hansen knees him in the ribs. Hansen's feeling fired up. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. He's signaling for it. Hansen. Kenny's up. Power bomb. Power bomb Stan Hansen. And that's it. Stan Hansen has beaten Joe Kenny in a brawl. A bruising, wild brawl. A powerbomb from Stan Hansen after a brutal exchange from both men. Well, the legendary Stan Hansen gets the job done here tonight. What a war, what a battle. For the legendary man from Texas and the greatest cowboy wrestler to have ever wrestled. Beats Joe Kenny, what was an absolute brawl and a war. But that's the type of battles that Stan Hansen was made for. But there's no shame in Joe Kenny for putting his head down for that one. Kenny can just put his head up high and say, I'll get him back. I'll get him back on GCW. But it was a good fight between both men. A great match. Neither man's big move put the other down, though. It was Hansen with a powerbomb after an extreme exchange from both him and Kenny. But here will be your main event. This is your big final match of 2K24. This is for the World Championship. This was originally going to just be Baron Von Farkas versus Price Sanders. But then Corey Crichton pins Baron von Farkas in the tag team match to score the win for his team with Price. Corey was added to the match. Then, on the latest MSW show, Drew Maloney pins Farkas, and now he's added to the match. The question will be, which man will walk out of the 2K24 scene with the world title, and who's walking into 25 as the champion? We have 4 great men that can all hold this title, and 4 men that are worthy of having that title. But only one man can walk out of Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, as your world champion here. And yeah, that's where we are tonight. We are in Scotiabank Arena here tonight in Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, the home of the Halifax Mooseheads and the home of the Halifax Mooseheads hockey team and the Quebec Maritime Junior Hockey League, and the home of the Halifax Thunderbirds of the Canadian Lacrosse League. And we'll see here tonight what the Terror Mr. Price Sanders has in sale. Price Sanders, a former MLW World Champion, multi-time MSW Champion, multi-time Shockwave Wrestling Champion, and a multi-time Tag Team Champion all across the board with multiple singles titles. Then you got this man, the future, the now, the man that's on the rise through the ranks of the wrestling scene right now, Drilla Maloney, a former Shockwave Wrestling World Champion, a man who did something that a lot of people thought was something we would never seen. Drilla Maloney ended the reign of an unstoppable champion known as William Styles. And not only did he beat William Styles, he beat him twice. And that's something that no one ever did in Shockwave Wrestling when it came to William Styles. But then here comes along Drilla, beats and whoops William in the first match and beats him to an absolute bloody pulp. And ever since that battle, William's never been the same. We haven't seen him since the day that he was taken out by Triple H. Next thing you know, Maloney starts doing business in MSW, and he's almost going to get an MSW world title shot. He's close to it. And now here tonight, he could become the world champion. And he's also got a huge match coming up May the 3rd in Wrestling Dontagu, when him and the War Dogs face the House of Torture in a dog-pound steel cage match, where the loser of that match is ousted from Bullet Club. We'll see what Maloney has in store, though, tonight. He could be a Drilla killer away from being another world champion. You never know. But we're just going to add to another legacy here, though, on this one. And what I mean by legacy, I mean the legendary Corey Crichton. I mean, Corey Crichton alone can make the Hall of Fame just off his MSW resume. He doesn't need to add the Shockwave or MLW part of his resume just to make the Hall of Fame. I mean, we're talking about probably one of the greatest people to ever walk the planet when it comes to wrestling, due to his achievements, his impact, and everything like that. But then you add in his Shockwave Wrestling resume and his MLW resume. We're talking about a man who's just unstoppable no matter what era or decade he fights in. He's a former 2-time MLW World Champion. He's the current international champion right now, and he fought earlier tonight and kept the title. So Corey Crichton could potentially be walking into 25 as a double champion here if he wins the title tonight. And that's something, funny enough, no one's ever done. Even in non-recorded MLW history, no one has ever gone into a season as a double champion. And that's crazy to believe, and Corey Crichton might actually try to do that, considering how good Corey is. But in order to actually get there, though, they had to beat a man who has completely flipped his whole career on its head ever since he joined this company. Since Baron von Farkas has joined this company back in November or October of 2023, his entire wrestling career has changed. Since then, he's won 2 or 3 MSW world titles, 3 MUW world titles, a hybrid title, a Simul Wasteland title, a Tri-American title, and a couple of other championships. So Farkas has gone through a tear since he's ever started working here, and he's current champion. So, top star, top draw, top dollar, whatever you want to say about Baron, but he's got a tough challenge. The only question will be, who is the fans going to pick? Who are the fans going to cheer? I mean, if anyone's in chat right now, put it in the chat. Who do you think is walking out of tonight as the world champion? And heck, if you're watching this on the replay on YouTube, put it in the comment section before you start the match. Who do you think is walking out with the world title? It's not an easy one to pick, because these are 4 dudes with something to prove. We already have someone who said something in the chat, and they say Drill Maloney's going to walk away with the title. And it's a good pick. Maloney's on the rise, man. He has had a great 2025. Probably the best 2025 of all these 4 guys. He's just an unstoppable ball of rage and hatred and fire. Cover early on by Price, a kick out. Remember, this is 4-way dance rules. So this is last man standing wins. There are eliminations, and it's falls count anywhere rules. And by the way, Corey's title is not on the line. Okay, so Corey's international title is not on the line. So if he loses, he still will have his title. Well, that's though Farkas going right for Sanders. Number 1 contender battling out with the champ. Cover, Price, and a kick out for Price. As Maloney and Corey go at it. Nice shot there by the world champ, Baron von Farkas. If I remember correctly, he defeated Alex Brimstone to become champion. And that was after Alex won the title from The Rock. That was when Alex became a 2-time world champion. He would then drop the title to Baron von Farkas. Farkas feeling fired up right now, but here's Joe Maloney. Maloney, pop-up uppercut, and now we got Corey versus Price, but Maloney takes out Crichton from behind. Drill is just taking out everyone. Maloney went for the back suplex on the apron, instead Corey goes for Price. And now the champ goes in the ring with drilling. What a shot there by the world champion. Baron von Farkas is also the only man in this match who have ever made the finals of an MUW bid tournament. And that was the second ever MUW M1 tournament, where it was him versus Lorenzo in the finals. And that was when Lorenzo went undefeated. Still, no one has ever been undefeated in a tournament before, and Lorenzo's the only man to ever do it. But yeah, Baron did make it all the way to the finals of that second tournament, as there's a knee lift right to Farkas by Maloney. Now everyone's on the floor, so the referee will make his trip out to the floor so he can at least try to make a pinfall. Farkas thrown into the barricade, shoulder first. Price Sanders with a brain buster to Drill Maloney, and a bulldog from Crichton to Farkas. Crichton. Oh, we know what this is. Classic Corey Crichton, double hook backbreaker. That's classic Corey Crichton right there. And clothesline sends Price to the floor by Maloney. Maloney going high risk right now. Maloney with a dive double axe on Price Sanders. And Sanders going to be the first one gone. No, a kick out for Price. Right now, though, it's not looking too good for Price Sanders. Maloney. Big press backbreaker. And now Maloney's showing off his muscles to the crowd. Not a smart idea right there when you got Price Sanders beside you. Farkas throws Corey back in. And the champ will continue his work on Corey Crichton. Price Sanders going for the pile driver, and a pile driver on the floor. Maloney, here we go. Here's the pin. Price trying to eliminate Maloney. And a kick out, not even at 1. And that's because the referee took a little bit to get out there. Brian trying to take back control in the ring. Corey. Gonna fire it off here. A big-time backbreaker from Corey Crichton, the international champion. Crichton's going out to the floor to get a weapon. Crichton's got his back turned, though. He's got a light tube. Corey, the first man in the matchup to pull out a weapon, and he picks a light tube. Oh, Crichton crunch. Corey Crichton hits Maloney with a Crichton crunch. Can Crichton put away Maloney? No, not even a 1 count. Just a 1 count. So far, no one has yet to get a 2 count in this match. It's been all 1 counts. That's how badly these men want to win the world title or keep their title for Farkas. Oh, and a brain buster from Bryce. And now Bryce goes for Baron, but Baron moves out of the way. Oh, Crichton with a spinning back elbow to the back of the world champion. Farkas is stunned off that elbow there by Crichton. And Crichton with a roundhouse kick. Beautiful move from Corey. Oh, but Corey got caught, but a beautiful counter from Corey Crichton. But Farkas with a few minutes left as champ. Hey, you never know. Farkas has made his comebacks before. That's why he won his second world title here. There's that big-time atomic drop from Price Sanders. Now Price has got his crossface. Price got the crossface on Drilla. Maloney trying not to give up, trying to hang on. Maloney's not giving up, though. Oh, he tapped out! Price Sanders has made Drum Maloney tap out. So we're down to Baron, Price, and Corey. The big three. We're down to the big three. Maloney taps to Price Sanders. Hey, Price knows how to lock in a good crossface. And Sanders, it's been a while since he's held a world title here. It's been a long time since Price Sanders has held a world championship. It's probably been since, let me see here. It's probably been since the summer or spring of 2024 since Price Sanders has last won a world championship. So Price is just trying to get back to the top of the mountain. This is his moment. This could be his night. Oh, that going for the leg of Crichton is Price Sanders. He knows he wants that title bad. Shockwave says, are you kidding me? That Maloney got taken out first. Right now, though, Price throws Baron back in the ring. Back to Corey versus Price, and Price the clothesline. Everyone just wants to keep the match out here on the floor. Corey, good counter from Price, though, with a DDT. Where's Farkas going? Oh, he's looking for, I think he's trying to go for, yeah, he's trying to go around the table, but decided to go the long way. Price thrown onto the fake announce table and an STO from Baron. Oh, Price is locked in another crossface, this time on Farkas. Remember, Drilla tapped out earlier. Is Farkas going to tap out to Price? Nope, Price, but not locked in properly. So instead, he gets out of it. And now Crichton with those triple power bombs right near that table. Now be careful, you got that table right there. Cover on Farkas by Corey. And oh, right before 3. Kick out by the champ. Close one, but not enough. I'm surprised Corey and Price are not trying to at least work together a little bit to take up Baron. How powerful he is. Oh, Crichton crunch. A Crichton crunch right to Price Sanders. Baron thrown through a table. Baron Von Farkas is put through a table from Corey Crichton. And now Corey going right for the arm. And Farkas getting thrown through a table by Corey Crichton. Oh, the elbow. An elbow, big time elbow from Crichton. Is Price Sanders done? Price is gone. So it's down to the world champion and Corey Crichton right now. Crichton is one man away from becoming a double champ, but he's caught with a power slam. Farkas into a cover. Is Farkas going to retain? No, he's not. Corey kicks out, but he's back to his feet. Oh, wait a minute, but he's caught again. Farkas, another power slam. A second one. Two of them on Corey. The cover on Triton. And that will do it. The champion has retained here tonight. Wow. Baron von Farkas. He's going to walk. He leaves. Hey, just like he did in 23. Remember, he ended 2K23 as the world champion. And in 24, he ends 24 as the world champion. So, history repeats itself from last game. Because it was Farkas who beat Josh Alexander in the last show to keep the title. This time, in 24, he beats 3 other men to keep the title. Now, he's going to go into 25 as the world champion. What a showing by the world champ tonight. Corey Crichton, though, had a good showing. Crichton, though, lasted the final 2, but that's why Baron von Farkas has been so successful in this company. He knows when to take the opportunities at the most perfect of times. And that's why Baron von Farkas is the world champion. That's why he's a 3-time champ. That's why he makes the finals of the M1 tournament. And why he's changed his whole career around since coming over here. And that's why Baron von Farkas is the world champion. He's just been that good. He's been that good since he came over here. But Antonio Inoki is coming out here to the ring. He's got his microphone with him. He's got his business suit on. He's going to say something to the crowd to address to them. As Malachi, Malachi's coming out here too, Oh no, Farkas, come on, Malachi. Malachi Abramoff has hit Baron von Farkas the baseball bat, that little bastard. And Inoki's telling Malachi to go away. Go away, Malachi, this isn't your moment, go away. You're not wanted here, Malachi Abramoff, go away. Malachi trying to get the first licks maybe into the 2K25 scene maybe. Malachi says this isn't over. This isn't over, says Malachi Abramoff. And Inoki's saying, yeah, right, okay, get your ass out of here. Trying to do something nice for these people and you pull that stunt, Abramoff? Come on now, get out of here. You don't need your Russian ass anymore in this ring. Get out of here. Go back to Shockwave or whatever it is, Abramoff. Get out of here. Don't know why I'm saying it in such an Italian accent, but I am. Well, Inoki testing out that microphone with the translator in it, because again, he doesn't speak English. Anyway, I apologize for Malachi Abramoff and his stupidity, knowing that Malachi always has his greasy hands on something that isn't his. I mean, I don't blame him for trying to set up something for that season. But I mean, come on, man, you had to take away that moment? Oh, and Red Syndicate breaking the windows out of Farkas' car. Oh. But anyway, I want to say to the people that showed up here tonight, I gotta say, the people that won their matches and the new champions, bravo to all of you. Bravo to all of the new champions tonight. All the people that won, all the people that showed up. It was great. Absolutely great show tonight. I mean, hats off to especially people like Bull Run, Ray Little, Baron von Farkas, Corey Crichton. I mean, Baba, Santo. I have an itch, by the way, sorry. And Jumbo and all of you that were out here tonight. And, I mean, it was great seeing everyone here in the crowd. I mean, it was a great crowd. We, of course, sold out. We always sell out of these shows here in Canada and Japan and such, because we always have great crowds. I mean, I don't expect you guys going anywhere anytime soon because, I mean, I'm still going to be talking for a couple more minutes. But, I mean, it was a great season. I mean, it was a nice season being here in 24. A little bit of a heartbreaker that's over, but hey, what can you do? Sometimes, in order to roll with the times, you gotta change, and that's what we're doing now. We're going to change over. It's not going to be changed. It's going to happen over in just one day. We are still signing people to contracts. We still have some rookies in their development camps, but I promise you, we will get to 25. Because like I said, near the end of the year, that this 25 will be the final 2K that we do, but I always get the words, I always get the rumors online. Anoki, is it true that after 25 you feel like you might close this company down? To those remarks, I say hell no. This company is never going to close. It will never close until the day that wrestling dies. And I can say that on my own wish. I can say that on every other people's wish and every other people that support these damn E-Federations and my company. That this company isn't going anywhere until it dies. And that will never happen. No matter if it's here, Ultra Pro Wrestling, Fire Pro, anywhere. It will still be here, and it will be here until the day it dies. Or until I say so. But I gotta say, the big reason why we're still here is because of all of you people. All of you people are great to me. You're great to this company. You're great to the wrestlers. You're great to the merchandise stands. You're great to the arenas and all of that. I mean, without all of you people, we wouldn't be here. Wouldn't be standing in front of you putting on these great shows day in and day out. We wouldn't be here having cross-promotion stuff with MSW, Shockwave Wrestling, CTO, all those companies. Or Iron Championship Wrestling. I mean, without those companies, too, we wouldn't be here either. I mean, it's been great partnerships. It's been great by doing business with them. But, I mean, we got to at least start off 25 with a great way. I mean, again, it won't be for probably a little bit until we start 25. But I gotta say, it's always awesome being down here in Halifax. I know it's where Marcus, again, that's really the only place we can do a wrestling show like this out here is over in Halifax, because Marcus loves Nova Scotia and everything. It's his home. It's always great to come out here. Like I said, we always sell out these shows. Yeah, it sits about 17,000, but still, it's the 17,000 people that are always screaming on their feet and having a great time. But I mean, I always love coming down here in Canada and Japan and such. I always love doing the international tours and such. We're going to see more of those in 25. We always got some new talents and rookies that would be great to do for all these shows. And yeah, Scotiabank Arena out here in Canada, Halifax, Nova Scotia, it's great with all the community it has and such like that. I mean, I also love going to Cleveland. It's always great having shows down in Cleveland, getting to run a couple of extra things with MSW and Shockwave Wrestling and them. It's always great doing fun stuff in Mexico with CMLL and the newly acquired AAA, who's with WWE now, but I always love working with AAA and such like that. Of course, with me and Baba and Misawa, we always love building our foundations up with New Japan and All Japan and Pro Wrestling Noah. And all of the four pillars and all of that. I know I love having Kobashi around and Taue. I know Kawada wants to come back here and help out Misawa and them. I mean, yeah, 2025. 2025 is going to be an interesting year. With everything that's going on with the 2K scene and them throwing around the island and such like that. Yeah, it's going to make things harder. It's going to be putting more pressure on us, but we ain't going anywhere, and we ain't going anywhere any day soon. We will always be here for the fans, always be here for the people, and we'll always be here for the ones that support us. That is what we do, that is what I set out to do, and that's why I do this damn thing, for all of you. I don't do this because I have to. I do this because you want it to happen. And I'm going to continue it because you all want it to happen. Without all of you, this isn't a thing. But I want to start 25 with a bang. And I'm going to announce a couple of things for the 25 season. So don't go anywhere yet. I want to make a couple announcements myself for this 25 season. Of course, as Xavier said earlier on his commentary, but we are retiring the KLPW Championship as of tonight. John Michael Santa is the final champion with the KLPW title. But in saying that, we are replacing it with a new title. We, of course, signed some papers, signed documents with Giant Bob and such. But we are turning the KLPW title to the Triple Crown Championship. We will see the first champion probably by episode 4. We still have to figure some things out with it. But we'll always start it with a battle royal, 20-man battle royal. John will be the final entry into the match. And then the final 4 in that match will be in a 4-way match on the following episode. And whoever wins that will be the champion. Well, of course, we have a new arena. And with the new rookies coming in, I'm going to try to sign something up to feature all these new rookies. I know me, Baba, Masawa, Santo, Blue Demon, all of us, Hayabusa, all of them. We've been scouring the globe. We've been searching for new talents. I mean, we've been finding some great people. Even Karl Gotch has done his own training too. And it's going to be great to show off these new people. No matter when they show up. I mean, I do want to showcase these people. I mean, there's so many great talents in the wrestling world that just don't get the big screen time because, again, WWE wants to always have the roster so fully blossomed with so many random people, they can't fill TV time with them. Same with AEW or other companies. That's why we give them a chance to show who they are to the people and such like that. We want to give people a chance to be great wrestlers. That's why we give these rookies times. Let them air out. Let them show to the people who they are. But I will say, to start off the 25 season, we do have Farkas as champion, and all of our champions will be back. But I remember one thing. I do owe a certain favor to a certain somebody from years ago. That was before this started filming. But I do owe a favor to one man. And one man only. He's a legendary man. A man that was here earlier tonight. And I'm going to bring him out here because he deserves it. A man who is legendary. A man who, my favor to him was very simple. I said to him years ago, if I ever need you out here for anything, and you help me out, I will give you what you want. And as long as it's not an unfair advantage, I will give you what you want. And the man that I called that favor for was Luthez. The reason why Luthez was here tonight is so that he could help us beat Triple H. My favor to him was to take out Triple H with us. And look at what he's been doing with us. He helped take out Triple H from MSW. He helped take out Triple H from here. And he's been helping take out Triple H from Shockwave Wrestling. And he's going to help, of course, take out Cena and Rock and then put him in the asylum. So, Luthez, buddy, what is it that you want for your reward for helping us defeat Triple H? What is it, Luthez? What would you like? Well, it looks like Luthez is coming down to the ring right now. He's grabbed his microphone. Yeah, thank you, Inoki, I want to say. It was a nice time. Of course, helping you was a great favor. I know we had our differences, but I enjoyed fighting with you on your side tonight. It was a great time. But I mean, I do want to ask you for something, Inoki, and it's not a hard favor. But I know it's something that these people would love to see tonight. And I don't think this show should be over just yet. Because Inoki, my reward that I want is a match with you right here, right now. So, Inoki, get a referee out here because you and me, we're going to end this year off properly and we're going to have our fight that we never had in our careers in the real world. So, Inoki, get a ref down here to this ring right now and let's have a fight. Okay, looks like we're going to have a little bonus extra main event for all of you fans tonight for our final show. Looks like Inoki and Luthez will have a match to end off the 24 season. Why not? So let me just quickly set that up for a quick second. We'll have our final match of the 24 season. Okay, looks like we're going to have our matchup. It's going to be Luthez versus Inoki here tonight, folks. Here we go. And a little extra bonus match for all of you here tonight. Why not put a little extra bonus match on? Inoki and Thez going at it here tonight. Inoki thrown in the corner by Luthez in a bigger uppercut. Should be a pretty good fight here tonight between Thez and Inoki. Look at that, Luthez. Oh, misses out of the corner. And big knee lift out of the corner by Inoki. Here comes Inoki here. Well, this here, Inoki's going to put some vibrations in the corner to Luthez and a stomp in the chest of the legendary Luthez. And these two have never faced off before. Never in MLW, never in MSW or Shockwave or in real life. So this is the first time these two have ever faced off one-on-one. Inoki missed that diving knee drop, and Thez will take advantage of the clothesline. And uh-oh, what's this? Thez, cover, kick out Inoki at 1. Now Inoki's going to roll out of the ring here, and Thez, what a dive! Nice move from Luthez here to the floor, and Thez, overhead belly-to-belly toss. Inoki's back to his feet. Inoki counter Luthez, though, throws Inoki near the guardrails. At least these two have a good count to work with now. And Inoki thrown back into the ring by Lou. Luthez back into the ring. And Inoki, double underhook suplex by the legend from Japan. And Inoki, the owner, going after Thez, but good counter for Thez. Don't go anywhere yet, folks. It's been a good matchup so far between Inoki and Thez. Now out to the floor is both men. Inoki, beautiful headlock toss by Inoki here on the outside of the ring, and Thez will continue with some combos. Nice uppercut by a former 6-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Thez drops the knee here on the outside. This is twice now that Luthez has defeated Triple H. He beat him on MSW, and he helped Inoki and Baba and El Santo help beat Triple H and Team WWE this time. Back in the ring is both men. Inoki's going to fire off some signature kicks of his, and now a cross arm breaker. Inoki locks in his cross arm breaker. And don't go anywhere, folks. After this match is over, apparently we're going to have a post-match promo session for Luthez and Inoki, so don't go anywhere after this matchup. Because I know these two legends will love to say something to the crowd after their match here. Cover Inoki to beat Luthez, and a kick out there for Luthez. Let's hear. Oh, man. Oh, Inoki ripping at the nose and eyes of Thez. But Luthez, there's that spirits of Luthez on his side, stopping Inoki there. Thez going for his power bomb. And got him. A power bomb from Luthez, and now Thez. Are we saying pile driver? Luthez is how he beat Triple H on MSW, a pile driver. A pile driver, Luthez to beat Inoki. Oh, but Inoki kicks out of the pile driver. And Lou going up top. Luthez is top rope. You don't see this very often from Lou. Diving crossbody. Beautiful move from Luthez. And Luthez with the win. The 6-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion gets the win. The Guardian of the Wrestling Multiverse wins. A diving crossbody off the top rope. A legend beats another legend. And the Guardian of the Wrestling Multiverse does his job tonight. Good win for Luthez. You know, both men are both super respectful of each other and everything, and Inoki has gone back up to his feet, and they have shooken their hands. Luthez and Inoki have shook hands in the ring. Oh, wait a minute, though, the lights have went out. The lights have went out. Oh, no, what's going on? The lights have went out. What the hell's going on now? The lights are oh no! Don't know, come on, not after what just happened. You gotta be kidding me, really? The lights come back on and these are the two assholes that show up, and now look at this. Come on, we can have one little nice ending after everything that's happened tonight. Of course these two bastards had to show their asses up. Of course. Oh, come on, man. Why do these two idiots have to always ruin everything? Actually, more than two idiots. Why do these guys have to ruin everything? Oh. Really? Did these two really have to come in here and do this? I thought we didn't have to see these two tonight. On a light tube. Noki just had his match with Fez, and now this is how he gets repaid for having a match with a legend. He's gotta get beaten up by the house. Oh, an evil is broken guitar over a show by accident. Oh, this here, Inoki's trying to fight back against these two degenerate scumbags known as Show and Evil. Evil's is not yet Show. We gotta beat him up even more. Look at Evil here, sliding knee strike to Inoki, and now Show misses his springboard like a dumbass, but Evil. This is what happens when you fight poor 2-on-1 odds like this. And now, now a knee to the ribs. Well, this here, a big nice move. Inoki's trying to fight back now. But here's Sho, the rat bastard himself. I'm surprised the referee's even in the ring to begin with. Why is the referee even here? This isn't even a non-sanctioned match. Maybe the ref's just here to say that he's collected a paycheck. I just hate the fact that these two men are here. Not only that they're here tonight, but they're here to ruin this. Great, great day. This was a good day. We only had to deal with House of Torture one time. And of course, this one time was Booster's match. But what the hell is he? Oh my god! Evil with a fireball! Evil just hit Inoki with a fireball! What the hell? Inoki with a fireball! You gotta be joking. A fireball? Really, guys? We're steeping to this level of terribleness now? A fireball? A freaking fireball. And look at this now. Low blow. Really? Really? Did we have to really go down to this level now? A low blow and a fireball? Somehow Inoki somehow gets his shoulder up. Well, what the hell, man? It's what House of Torture does, says Shockwave, and yes, that's why everyone hates them. That is why everyone hates them. Amazing and Matt Bennett are here. But I think I see the other members of House of Torture looking to try to stop, trying to put an end to them too, and Oki's got a Cobra Twist lock in. And he stopped by Sho. And now Sho's going for the shock arrow. Of course, this bastard has to hit his move. And a shock arrow by Sho. And now, of course, Evil's going to have to steal it. Somehow Inoki's able to kick at it, too. Evil says, come on, Sho, hit him. Hit him. And he hit him. Oh, great. Well, now everything is evil, and Inoki's got knocked out. Are you serious? These rat bastards, known as the House of Torture, yeah, they have to ruin everything. Yeah, forget everything is evil. Everything is ruined, because I have to see these two indegenerate scumbags have to on my screen. Wait a minute here. The lights have went out again. The lights have decided to come out again. What's going on now? The lights have went out again. Okay, so the lights have went out, but lights came back on, but where's Show? Where is Show went? Show's gone. What happened to Show? Well, it's good that he's gone, but what's going on now? Show's apparently gone. Oh, it's Bret Hart! The Hitman has shown up! Oh, looks like some order's going restored now. The Hitman has shown up! Bret the Hitman Hart's shown up! Good. Beat the hell out of this bastard, can ya? I mean, I don't know where the hell Show went. Maybe Show somewhere else, which is thank God. But look at this, Bret the Hitman Hart has shown up tonight. Good, someone can now finally put some beat down on Evil. Because now he's just by himself. I don't see the other members of House of Torture. Well, apparently Bret is waiting on someone. I wonder who that could be. I wonder who that could be. That Bret Hart could be waiting on. It's oh my God, the Undertaker. The Undertaker's here? Oh, now House of Torture now has a problem to deal with. The Undertaker is here. Well, this is completely unexpected. The Undertaker has shown up. Maybe that's why Show's not in the ring. Maybe it's because of the Undertaker. The Undertaker must have done something with Show. The Undertaker has shown up, and Bret Hart's even here. And Shockwave says, "Oh, great." Well, remember, Taker and Kane have to serve Triple H. And oh, he just went after Evil. Remember, Evil and Triple H are friends. The Undertaker's going after Evil. So we saying that since Triple H is now locked in the asylum, maybe that contract is gone. And now the Undertaker beating up on Evil. This is what Evil deserves for everything he's done. And look at him and Show got to beat up on Inoki. Now Evil's going to the crap kicked out of him by two absolute legends. Look at this, Bret and the Undertaker working together, beating up on Evil. Like Evil deserves all of this. Bret, let Tama drop on Evil. Now it's Bret Hart and the Undertaker working a double suplex on Evil. Oh, that's Evil getting the crap out of him by the Undertaker. Evil fails and is stomped by the Undertaker. Now here comes Bret with a baseball bat. Oh, Taker misses. A cover to Evil. I'm liking this. Bret and the Undertaker beating up on Evil. And now Bret. An inverted DDT to Evil. Oh, we're going to see it. We're going to see it. Choke slam. And now Taker. He's got Evil up for a tombstone pile driver across the arms. And it's time for Evil to rest in peace. Bret Hart and The Undertaker come on down, beat the hell out of Evil, and now Evil can rest in peace. That is great. Now we just saw Evil get the Cahoots destroyed by The Undertaker and Bret Hart. Thank God for those two for showing up, for beating up on Evil. Thank the Lord above. And wait a minute, the Undertaker, Bret Hart's trying to ask for something here. Well, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, I gotta say, so I haven't been here, I have not been here for that long in my career. It's probably been over, probably 20, 30 years since I last been in this building. But you might be wondering, and the people might be wondering from Shockwave Wrestling and MSW, why is The Undertaker here tonight? It's plain and simple. You remember when Triple H lost to Brother Slim last on 0 Hour? So, me and a few other of the Hart family pulled a couple strings after Triple H was thrown into the asylum. And we told them that there is a secret little contract that Triple H kept somewhere that we should have and that we should keep as a secret. And so, that they gave us that contract from Triple H. Because they said to Triple H if Triple H could tell them where the contract was and it was the right contract, they could take 1 day off of his infinity launch sentence in the asylum. And so, they gave us the contract that had both the SIGs of The Undertaker and Kane to serve Triple H for 6 months. And you know what we did with that contract? We put that thing through a paper shredder. Because people like The Undertaker should not be serving people like that scum Triple H. And so now The Undertaker and Kane are free souls once again. So Evil, we kicked your behinds tonight, not only because you ruined a special moment, but consider it a warning. You or any of your pathetic little lying goth guys decide to pull something like that again, consider it war, and consider it that the legends of the wrestling world will come and destroy you. Because you might stand for House of Torture, but you do realize that the only people that like House of Torture, that want them anywhere near wrestling, are you people. You see, the fans are anti-House of Torture. The wrestlers are anti-House of Torture. The staff, the owners, are anti-House of Torture. And so, when push comes to shove, boys, throughout 25, we're coming to destroy you, and there's nothing that you can't do about it. And to quote The Undertaker, when it's all said and done, you all will rest in pieces. And not in peace, because none of you deserve peace. You deserve to lay in crap and garbage where you belong, because all of you been in wrestling is garbage. And so, Evil, if you're up to it, sorry, Mr. Amazing, for this, but Evil, or any of the House of Torture, I, Bret the Hitman Hart, challenge any one of you to a match on either Shockwave Wrestling or MSW whenever you want it. And if you want to actually be a man for once, then your other members are banned from ringside. And if any of them want to get involved, then fine. I'll just grab some of my own friends to take care of them. Because as wrestlers and as legends, we will never back down from scumbags like you. So Canada and the wrestling world, it's time to clean out the garbage that is House of Torture. And Bret Hart has thrown the microphone away. The Hitman, Bret Hart, getting the last word in here tonight, talking about Evil and the House of Torture, saying that that the legends of wrestling and that are trying to go after the House of Torture for everything they've done. But good words from the Hitman, and good job by The Undertaker. Taking the fight to the House of Torture and 18 WWE and all of that, but that is all from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. It was a great 24 season. I mean, we'll see you next time on 25. But make sure to stay tuned and watch 0 Hour this Thursday watch GCW Friday, and make sure you check out MSW Sunday night. This has been Xavier Martinez. Sign out for the 24 season. We will see you in 25, and make sure to watch out on your Twitches and stuff for tomorrow, because we got a very special game play coming out tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned for the YouTube channels for that. We will see you whenever we're on 25 and any other videos we got. We will see you next time. Adios.